So, welcome to session 1 for D&D. For the last week and a half, well, a week, 2 people have been traveling from BlackWood to Black Harbor. They have been sent to grab celebration supplies to bring back to BlackWood for Seraphina's celebrational stuff as she is coming into her power for BlackWood. For those 2 individuals, they've been traveling for a week to get to Black Harbor. When they arrived at Black Harbor, they took a day's rest, and one of you took the opportunity to find 3 other individuals to help bring back the cart full of supplies. If you'd all like to introduce yourself, and we'll go down in the order of our Discord. So, Chav, you begin with a C, you're closest to the alphabetical lineup. You're starting us all off. How would you like to describe your character? Please introduce yourself.
I am Carthus Expiare. I am a drow blood hunter, and well, that's all there really is to say for now.
Okay. Starting underneath Chav, we have Jack.
Hello.
You've named yourself Floppy in the Discord, so that's your fault for being closer to the alphabetical situation.
God damn it.
Please introduce your character.
My name is Red, just Red and only Red. Don't ask again. And I'm a changeling Ilrigger. Yeah, really, there's not a whole lot of story I can really give at this time. So
Okay.
that's kind of me. I was just sword for hire.
Johnny, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. The name of my character is Wauvin Cyradros. Sharakai species. My appearance is I have kind of slick back hair with a bun in the end to keep it up. The color is very like ashen white, and the length is like halfway down my shoulders. When you look upon my character, he looks about 20 to you guys. Height is approximately like 5 feet, weight around 100 pounds, and a very, very pale skin. I'm wearing a half plate chest piece with leather boots and worn pants and gloves to match. And my weapon of choice is a scimitar, a shield, and a dagger.
I wish I'd given that information. What I look like. Now that you've said it, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I probably should have gone over what I look like.
Would you like to go over what you look like briefly?
Once Johnny's finished.
I'm finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a guy. My hair is like an ashy blonde, sort of short, well kept style. I look late 20s, early 30s, and I'm about 6 foot tall. I've got chainmail chest, some baggy trousers, and like a jacket over the top, and I carry a lute and a large greatsword. Sorry, no, not a large greatsword. A long sword and a shield.
Okay. Chav, would you like to go over appearance description, or are you happy not to?
I will. I am drow. I have purplish, greyish skin, long white hair. I wear a cloak and some scale mail, and yeah, I look around 30 years old, I would say. and I've got pinkish eyes. That's all there really is to say.
Okay. We will move down to John. Would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. My character's name is Zinon Velshar. He appears in his 20s because of his elven background as a Sharakai. His skin is pale white. He has gray hair that's braided into dreads and slicked back into more of like a knot in the end by his neck. He has a ring in his right earlobe and a ring in his near the top of his left ear. He walks around in heavy chainmail armor, with most of the time with his sword and shield stowed on his back. The shield bears a crest of a raven in the center.
Okay. And Chris, would you like to finish us all off, please?
All right. So I'm playing as a dwarf named Rurik Ironrock. Yeah. As a dwarf, he is quite young, aged 54. So, red hair, green eyes. Yeah. I think that's about it. Pretty bright skin.
Okay. So, for most of you, for 3 of you, that is Rurik, Carthus, and Red. You were hired. You were introduced to Zinon, who had asked for basically mercenaries in most cases. People looking for work for hire. You 3 talked to Zinon, were told that you would be paid upon completion, and if it was on time, you'd get paid a full amount of the shares. Now, you've been traveling for a day already, which means when we start the session, we are starting it on Saturday, the 9th of October. Can I give you some time to write that down for those note takers?
Hang on.
11:48, right?
The year,
Yes.
it's 11:48. Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were asking for the time.
That's very specific. Very specific.
It's 11:48 a.m., right?
Where's the PM?
Goes to high noon there, brother.
What was the date again? Sorry.
9th
The date
October.
was Saturday, the 9th of October, 11:48.
Okay.
Okay. So, we are starting off in BlackWood territory. You are now in BlackWood territory. You've been traveling for a day already. You all know you have technically until October 13th to deliver the wagon early, but you will have spare time. You'll have about a day or 2 extra to get it there. Does anyone think that they would have checked over the cart or the wagon beforehand? The wagon does have 2 draft horses with it. There is supplies for the horses within the wagon itself. Does anyone think they would check over the wagon before
I mean,
leaving?
I would have probably done that while Zinon went and hired the
Okay.
mercenaries.
Can you then give me a perception check?
Oh God. First official roll of the session of the campaign.
Mhm.
16.
16.
Yeah.
You would have checked the cart, and you would have noticed that at least within one of the wheels, there is a slight crack in one of the wooden wheels. I'm going to say, for the sake of it, it's the right rear wheel.
Mhm. I will tell. I assume the rest of the party is with me now, so I will tell that to them
Mhm.
that I have discovered this crack.
Yeah, you could have kept an eye on it for the last day or so. It hasn't expanded, but there is still a crack there, and there is still a chance that going through any form of rough terrain could damage it further.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So, as you set travel, you're heading towards BlackWood. You know it should take about 5 days, give or take, as long as nothing bad happens along the way. We've all gone through the traveling rules already. You spend, obviously nobody can see it on the recording, but you spend about half a day's travel going for a 2x2 grid. And so a full day's travel is 2 of those grids. So we start in the first grid. You guys are traveling the wagon, pretty decent. Who's driving the horses? Who wants to do an animal handling check? No one?
I'll do it. I'll do
Oh,
it.
okay. Chav, give me a animal handling check, please.
9.
Oh, okay. Well, the horses are a bit. They're not necessarily hard to handle, but you haven't handled horses for a little while, so you're a bit rough.
Mm.
You can tell that they don't particularly like how you're motioning them to move forward or continue moving forward. You don't have to do a lot with them, but you can tell that they're a bit uncomfortable. They're not restless, so to speak, but they're a bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
The wagon has the ability to essentially hold 2 people on the sides. So depending on who wants to be on the side of the carriages, not walking, it's up to you. The other 2 people would have to walk on the outside of the carriage in the unfortunately dry mud, as it hasn't rained for a while.
I imagine that at least I would be walking on the side of the cart.
I would be walking as well.
Okay. So that means
Then the problems is solved.
yeah. So that means Red and Rukin, you would be on the side of the cart, not having to walk. So your legs are perfectly fine.
Woo!
Bet you feel a lot better now.
I do. My tired legs.
Okay. So as you're traveling through this particular stretch of road, at the beginning of the road, it is a pretty flat road. Not much bumps here and there. It is still dried mud, so occasionally the horses have to pull a little bit harder every now and again as the wheels clunk on some dry bits of mud. Just on the outside of the road, there are bits of wet mud. It is drying, but it's particularly a little bit wetter down those edges. It's basically little dips, little ravines where water is gathered at the side of the roads. These roads aren't particularly made for long distance or like cobbled stone paths. That sort of infrastructure hasn't been put into place for most of these territories that you've traveled through before. So most travel in territories are just dirt roads. It's not particularly fun to cross on foot, especially on really rainy days. a bit of time passes. You get about halfway through the day. At this point, you all sort of you're all sort of looking around, keeping an eye out for individuals in case something kind of takes your fancy, whether it be the clouds in the sky, trees, the pine trees that are in either side of this road. BlackWood has been known very much so for its pine forests. The trees around you are pretty tall, 80-foot to 100-foot trees. They've been around for a while. Some of those sort of massive trees have been around for hundreds of years. Some are older than you. But you begin to notice that there is a handful of colorful butterflies that are sort of passing through the air. And at this time of year, butterflies don't usually occur.
And I see like the origin of where the butterflies are coming from.
If you want to make a nature check, sure.
Sure. I have a -1, and this will be great. That's a 14.
14, so these particular color flies, they are a batch of really colorful butterflies. They have been known to migrate through the lands. It's very unusual for them to be migrating at this point of time in the year. For a lot of people, you included, you would know that these particular butterflies have been migrating from a more northern hemisphere of the world. So you suspect probably from sort of Mirrorhold territory to Greenwood territory. And they travel down south when it comes to winter. They're a bit late. You're not too sure where they're kind of heading. They are passing south. They don't appear to be hostile towards you. And one of the butterflies slowly comes to rest on the shoulder of Carthus as you drive the cart.
Can I inspect it?
What you trying to inspect?
Just to sort of see, like, if I recognize a species or something along those lines.
Make me a nature check.
10.
You don't particularly recognize the species. You do notice that it has bigger wings, more colorful, splayed on the rings, and then part of the center of the ring, it seems to be quite transparent. But it's just on your shoulder, sort of brings its wings up, resting them for a moment.
Is is that within reach of me? Is it within reach of me?
Well, you're on the cart, but you're on the sort of the rear side holding on. It's not particularly in reach, but you can see it. It's on his shoulder.
Okay. All right. Doesn't matter. I was going to swat it.
Do you want to do anything with it, Chav?
No, I'm just gonna let it be.
Okay.
You know, admiring its beauty.
All right.
I'm suspicious of the butterflies. May I cast detect evil and good?
Sure. Cast evil and good, my friend. Remind
So-
me what evil and good does.
For the duration, you sense the location of any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of yourself. You also sense whether the hollow spell is active there, and if so, where.
Well, first of all, as you're looking towards Carthus, who's driving the car, you cast Detect Evil and Good. And the first thing that happens is you get a blinding light shoved straight in your face, as Carthus is an elf. He is from the technically born with Feywild blood,
Oh am I? I'm a changeling.
and so is Red. Red is also lighting up pretty heavily as sort of fey magic within him. As for the butterflies, nothing.
That's fine.
I suppose they don't actually know I'm a changeling, but I guess you know I'm something now. Because I just look like a human.
Yeah, you're glowing like a beacon. So it's like, I will hold this information for now.
Okay. Out of the group, can somebody please make me a D100 roll, please?
Just anyone, or
Somebody.
Sure.
roll.
I'll
oh,
I'll
I was
do
going to say I'll do
Okay.
it.
Johnny
do
is
it.
doing it.
What was it? Roll 1d100. 33.
You're on the wrong Discord channel.
I knew I was, but that was the one I knew about. And I knew how to do it.
33.
Yes.
Oof. Well. Okay. The unfortunate thing is about 10 minutes in after this butterfly effect and after the butterfly flutters off of I almost said the wrong name, Carthus. The wood on the cart creaks very heavily, as it seems that the right rear wheel is not liking the current atmosphere or ride and cracks slightly harder. Some of you on the cart can hear it cracking. The pressure of the cart, maybe it's too much weight. But for those on the wagon, you can definitely hear it. Whoever may be on the right hand side.
Did anyone hear that?
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Shall we check it out?
Yes, we should
Probably the wheel that they mentioned earlier.
probably should up the cart and have a little look.
Halt.
Okay. Chav, you stop the horses as they eventually settle down. The cart comes to a stop.
Well, I jumped down from the cart,
Yeah,
Mhm.
me too.
walks back to the rear right wheel.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Can I
Investigate.
assist?
Yes. You can either both roll investigation or one can roll with advantage.
To you, Chris. How do you want it?
Well, let's see. I can roll with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, that did not go great. All right. All right.
Define
7.
not great. Oh God.
Sorry, what was that number?
7.
Oof.
I rolled 1 and 6, and of course I have to pick the 6 because that's the best, but it's still trash.
You get
So
down.
what?
You don't particularly see a crack in the right rear wheel. It's either quite fine or it's been covered up with mud and sort of rubble on the occasions that the wheels have gone through and dipped into unknown territory. So you're not particularly seeing what's causing this sort of cracking noise within the wood. It's
Yeah,
definitely from that side, but you just don't see it.
I can't see anything from here. Doesn't look to be this wheel, at least.
Is at this point, Vauvin walks up. Well, just because you don't see anything doesn't mean it's not there. Probably I did see a crack there earlier, so allow me to take a look, and I'm gonna try and slide underneath the wagon to see if I can spot the crack from underneath.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
Yes, sir. That's a 13 plus 15.
So 15 altogether.
Yeah, 15 altogether.
So going underneath the cart, thankfully it's sort of dried mud underneath, so you're not going to get your clothes too dirty. But going underneath the cart, you're sort of looking along the shaft. You're not finding anything particularly on the shaft, but on the back of the wheel, sort of where you saw the crack before, you can see the crack that has splintered off, and it now looks quite dangerous to continue traveling with it. Looks like if you were to sort of knock it or tap it, the whole sort of like wheel beam would come out. Like the wheel is obviously got a center nut. There's about 4 beams coming off of the center nut attached to the wheel, and it's just one of those beams that have that's unfortunately got a massive split in it.
I relay that to the rest of the party, and I
Do
ask
we-
anyone has any ideas how to fix it.
Do we have tools? And I mean, is there a spare wheel?
In the wagon itself, the wagon comes with 3 sets of tools. There are carpenter's tools, smithing tools, and wood carving tools inside for any form of emergency repairs. What was the other thing you asked?
Is
Jack?
there a spare wheel?
A spare wheel? There are spare wheels on the side.
But it wasn't a
Anyone
wheel.
anyone with sort of magic sense, you'll know that mending would also do the same trick. It would mend it to full repair.
In that case,
Yeah, I can do mending.
same.
Okay.
Since I'm already underneath, let's just say that Rurik mentioned mending would probably work on this, and then I said, "Oh, well, you see, I'll try to do some mending on it whilst I'm under here either way. And I'm going to cast mending on it."
So
Okay.
while this is happening, I would like to try to look out, like in the forest, if I can see anything that's going to take advantage of this situation.
Okay, make a perception check, please. And Vavin, not Vavin. Nope, it is Vavin.
So that's a 21.
Okay. With Vavin, your mending repairs the break. It takes you about a minute, I believe, mending takes to cast,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're sitting there mending it for at least 60 seconds.
Mhm.
In those 60 seconds, you can see how the wood sort of reforms into its original shape where all those splinters have come out. You'd notice that it tries to recreate a knot in the wood. And instead of recreating the knot, mending will just pretend the knot doesn't exist, and the knot no longer exists within the wood. And you perceive that the reason why that might have gone is because there was a big old knot in the wood right there. Now that that seems to have disappeared and is fully repaired, you believe that you would no longer have any issues with that particular wheel.
I'm gonna go back onto the cart and start playing my lute.
Okay.
Whilst he is doing that and Zinon is doing his perception, I just want to check everything else under the cart while I'm already under here to
Okay.
see if I can spot any more potential issues.
Make me an investigation check.
Yes.
Now, Zinon.
Ooh, 13.
Okay. Zion, you're checking out, looking for potential threats on the road. It's a bit quieter. It's October. It's later in the year. It's getting colder. Day isn't as long anymore. Nights seem to be longer. Dark's taking over a lot of the time. You know that traffic through here isn't as busy this time of year, but keeping an eye out. You know how much money is going to be coming in from this particular reward, and you know how much you want to make good on the sanctuary. With that being said, you don't notice anything in particular that wants to take advantage of this situation, but you do notice crows very much in the distance, or perhaps large ravens in some cases. You can't quite make out its discerning features. It's one of the two birds, but they are pretty much blending in just on the tippy top of like tree lines in the distance, about 200 feet from you. And it seems to be keeping a well-placed eye on you.
So, as I spot the raven, what I assume to be ravens at 200 feet of visual range, Zinon kind of smirks, and then walks over to Wauvin, and as he's done, he helps him up, and so it looks like the queen is looking over us on our travels.
It most certainly does, brother.
For you, Valvin, a 13, you don't see any other problems under the car other than some... It looks pretty dirty.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a kind of spider here or there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't see any more problems with the cart as I was under there, so I reckon at least for now it's safe to travel along.
That's great. Well, let's get a move on.
Okay. You
I
travel...
find my seat. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Sorry, no, go for it.
No, that was just pillar, I would say. I find my
Okay.
seat on the cart again. Ready to
Okay.
go.
You guys travel for several more hours until dusk starts settling. You find yourself a path to sort of start settling down a camp. For most of you, which one's the camp one? There it is. For most of you, you settle down pretty quickly. You get all your bedrolls. You settle the horses next to the cart. You sort of pin them and leash them to a pole. One of you makes a campfire while the rest of you settle down, get some cookware out. Thankfully, a lot of things you can put on the side of the cart, including, any form of cooking ware, pots, pans, big cooking pots. You can store a lot of things on the side of this cart. It's a big old cart. Or wagon, I should say. Stop it.
I did it by accident. I was meant to move the map, but I clicked on the icon instead.
I should lock these just so you can't move them. Yeah. You can place your bedrolls down, you can get comfy. Does anyone want to do anything in this particular evening?
I imagine just go to sleep. Maybe somebody on a lookout, obviously.
I was about to
I'm
say we should probably discuss lookout.
I can stand lookout.
But how is it going to work throughout the night?
You'll
We'll
take
have to
first watch,
rotate.
I'll take the second.
I imagine me and Zinon will take the second watch just because 4 hours sleep.
Okay. Right. So, first watch. It is Valvin and Zinon, correct?
It's me, Carthus.
Yeah, Carthus.
Okay, Carthus. And who else, sorry?
I was.
We didn't
Alone?
elect one, but I can stay up as well.
It doesn't matter. Usually there's 2 per watch.
Yeah, but then
but if you just
I stay
want
up
one,
as well.
it's up to you guys.
Yeah,
I
I
can
can
do it
watch as
alone.
well.
Okay, yeah.
So it's Carthus and
Rurik.
Rurik. Okay. So, can you make perception checks, please?
Oh, hell
that-
yeah.
Passive or
Just a perception check, so a proper roll.
It's a check, so it's not passive.
It's not a passive, no.
good lord.
So I'm 22.
Okay.
8.
Okay. So for Carthus, it's been a struggle with the horses. They've not been they've been uncomfortable. They've not been restless. You've fed them once you've sort of settled down. You've got out the food to feed them. They seem to be content. They're sort of sitting, laying on the floor, ready to settle down for the night, so to speak. They are still leashed to a pole. You're not really noticing anything. It is particularly just another boring night for you. For Rurik, what was your number again?
Yep.
Sorry,
22.
22. You did overhear the conversation about the raven watching over, which appears to have come and followed you.
No. The wording it was, the queen is watching over us.
Okay, my bad. Never mind. Redact that.
Redacted.
Redacted. But you do notice a particular bird on the trees watching. It is quite a distance away. It's keeping quite a big distance. But it is seemingly watching.
All right, so at the change of our shifts, I guess I will mention it to Wauvin or Zinon that, hey, there seems to be this bird. It has been sitting in the tree for as long as I've stayed here.
Well, it's only the eyes of my deity that's watching over us.
I
Both
wouldn't worry
me
too
and
much about it.
Wauvin come from a place that worships a deity known as the Raven Queen. So my presumption
right,
is that we are safeguarded by our deity in our travels.
I hope you're right about that. I will head to sleep now, so have a good watch.
Have a good
Sleep well,
rest.
my dwarven friend.
Okay. Who's on second watch? It is
Vauvin and Zinon.
Valvin and Zinon.
So, brother, I noticed at least the one naming himself Red is probably not who he is giving himself out to be.
In what kind of light, brother?
When we were swarmed by the butterflies,
Yes.
I cast Detect Evil and Good to make sure that we were not being overrun by anything.
Mhm.
And his being started to glow like he was of fey nature.
Well, that could mean a lot of things, to be honest, but he does have the appearance of a regular human, which makes it quite odd.
But I promised your family your safekeeping, so I'm only worried, brother.
Well, it is a good thing to convey to me. I must say that, but I do not worry too much about Red, to be honest, but it may be nice to keep an extra eye on it, just to be careful. I was about to say, to determine what he might be, we could either ask him or test it. but I do not feel like it's a threat, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
I'm on edge with that one. I'm not sure if we can really trust him.
Well, it is a simple matter of asking one question, and that is, what are you really? Because I trust your judgment.
Well, we'll see in the morning.
Aye, we will indeed. And I imagine we're just gonna like lean back and just enjoy the nature and just listen to the ravens in the distance.
Do you two want to give me perception checks?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Watch me roll the first net one of the session or of the game. Not far off.
What'd you get?
Jesus. That's a 4 plus
Oof.
okay, 7.
I
Man,
got a
that
15.
that dirt looks like dirt.
That's some
Yeah,
real
well,
This
dirty dirt.
grass. It looks like grass.
And you got a 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you noticed the bird as well. Again, got a little bit closer, but because of the darkness, it's very hard to determine whether it's a crow or a raven. You would assume it's one over the other.
Yeah.
But it does appear
So-
to have followed you.
The dog that I had, at least in my backstory, has not been described yet.
Hmm.
It's a retriever. Like, it has a dark pelt. I kind of motion for the dog to just try to move closer to the raven to see if the raven reacts. And so I assume the dog would try to move as close as it could to the raven. What would then happen?
With the dog getting closer to the raven, your dog crosses the road. What is the name of your dog?
The name of the dog is Solgama.
Salgama. Salgama crosses the road. Bird doesn't seem to care. It's too high up in the tree for it to really care about ground animals.
Okay. So I command the dog back by whistling.
Mm-hmm. It comes back. Comes back wagging its tail, sits next to you.
I give it a head pats.
Seems to enjoy those head pats.
Hell yeah.
Sort of settles down next to you once it calms down a little bit. Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Another 4 hours passes. You've already had your rests. You only take 4 hours. Yeah, you two.
Mhm.
The other elf in the group begins to awake. It's now October 10th. It is still dark. I'd say at this point, guys, about 4 in the morning. It is still quite dark. The fire is still lit, still giving you some light and warmth, but it is still dark. Is there anybody in the group that doesn't wake up in a 4-hour time slot?
No,
think.
I think I would wait. Since it's a job.
I'm talking more for species wise. Who wakes up? Is it just Chris that has an 8-hour or 6-hour cycle?
Actually, yeah, that's a point. I think mine is just normal sleep.
Yeah, I didn't see anything when I was building it, but I guess
Okay.
it's
The
normal time.
dwarves are just regular, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll double check. You are Faye. Okay. So for at least two of you, you need 6 hours rest, but you get to that point for Rurik. You do wake up. You've had your rests. You've had your sort of 6 hours cool down, and for Red, you've had a full night's sleep. You're ready to go. You get up. You can make your morning coffee or water or whatever you want to make. You'll bustle around the campfire as it's still lit, giving off just the smallest amount of light at this point.
Mhm.
But you're now in October 10th, about 4 a.m. in the morning. It's up to you whether you have breakfast now or later or on the road with your ration packs.
We should eat before we travel.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's get something to eat before we start our day.
Dig into some lovely, lovely rations.
You could open your ration packs, or if you felt brave enough, you could think about searching for deer in the woods.
Well, Zinon just takes out his ration pack and has his breakfast that way.
Okay.
Mhm.
Seems like ration packs are on the menu, boys. Once you take your time to sort of eat, takes about 10 minutes, give or take, with the ration packs. They're very simple to eat, not much in them. Who wants to drive the wagon?
I can take a turn on that.
All right. Would you like to give me an animal handling check?
Let's see if I'm able to do anything. 11.
11. The horses are waking up still. They're a bit groggy. But you do calm them down with a gentle stroke on the side of their heads, down to their body, down to their shoulder legs and stuff. And they seem to calm down. They seem to sort of wake up, and they seem ready to go. They don't seem like they're going to give you any struggles today. Who wants to be on the side of the carts?
I would like to return to my same spot,
So
please.
on the side of the cart.
I'd like to walk alongside the cart today.
Okay.
And whilst doing so, I whip my lute out and begin to play a merry tune.
Okay. Give me a performance check. That's Johnny
I-
disappearing.
Okay.
Sorry, my internet just.
That's 22.
22.
Mhm.
Pretty,
Goddamn.
pretty toony, pretty catchy tune you playing on the side of that cart. Who's on the other side? Who's taking the other side of the cart? Who's resting their legs?
I'll jump up on the cart for once then.
Okay. Zinon, give me a D100, please.
A D100.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. That's a 13.
Okay. Never mind. Better luck next time, I guess.
All 4 wheels break off.
No, it wasn't for the wheels check. It's fine. You guys start your journey off about 4:30 in the morning. It is still dark for several hours. It's not until about 7:30 you guys start seeing daylight. At that point, you've already been on the road for 3 hours, give or take. And as soon as 8 o'clock comes by, daylight has re-rakened. You spend a good portion on the road, half the day. You passed Cinderholt, or you pass the crossroads into Cinderholt. You're not going in. You don't have time realistically to go in. You all know that Zenon's message was very clear, which is get it back to BlackWood as soon as possible. Not to take any unprecedented measures of going anywhere else. You just want to go straight to BlackWood. With that being said, you travel for a good portion of half the day. It gets up to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, where the driver... Give me a perception check, please.
Hey. Ah, shit. That's not good. Yeah, so we landed on 9.
9. So, as you're bringing the cart down this road, again, the pine trees sort of coming into either side of the road. You know, they're pretty big. You notice there's sort of crates on the road. Some of them sort of seem broken and destroyed. The boxes themselves seems quite fresh. It seems like there seems to be some sort of accident up ahead. And another 20 minutes of on the drive, you're the first one to see that there appears to be a halfling next to a broken cart with what appears to be a lot of the cart's stuff just strewn about the place everywhere. As for the rest of
Look-
you, slightly behind the cart, you do eventually see it, but you're not the first to see it.
Yeah, I shout back. Look alive, people. Seems to be people up front. I don't like the look of this.
So Zinon then grabs his shield and his sword and is ready for action if needed.
Okay.
I see him. I see Xenon draw his weapon and his sword, and I'm going to do the same and walk up next to him.
You guys, you can see that he is a halfling. He's got nothing on him. He doesn't have a weapon on him. At least at first glance, he doesn't appear to have weapons. Doesn't have shield, doesn't have armor. Just seems like an average citizen. The cart is broken for the most part. It's upside down, first of all. There is strawn bits of like meat everywhere on the ground. Fresh bread that's been on the ground. And you can sort of hear this halfling struggling. He's getting on a bit. He seems to be in his late 40s from first glance. And even with that, he's quite a bulky individual for a halfling. He has sort of curly brown hair. You can see the grey hair on his back. It's curling all around the place. It looks like it's been unkept for a little while. His shirt is all patched up. Lots of different sewn patches on the shirt that he's wearing. His nose is crooked. Seemingly, he's been in a few fights in his time. Broken nose is definitely a telltale sign of that. But you can hear him struggling. He's trying to lift that cart, and you can sort of hear him going, "Goddamn back!"
Can I walk up and I sheathe my sword and still holding my shield, but walk up to him and you seem to have an issue at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. Some fuckers fucking took all my shit. And my back ain't as good as it used to be. I can't lift my damn cart anymore. You wouldn't mind lifting it over for me, would you?
Well, I will do my best.
Okay. Would you
So,
like to make
just
me a
a
s-
strength move.
Should we move all the cart and the things that we have down? So we
Yeah,
are
you
beside
can
the
move your
thing?
tokens.
Mhm.
You can all
It
move
makes
your
sense
tokens.
that everything has moved.
I'm gonna stand next to Zinon
Okay.
for if
Uh,
he needs some help.
Give me a strength
All
throw
right,
or
that's
athletics
not
throw,
what I wanted to do.
please.
Yeah.
What the? What?
So that
Oh, they're supposed to be attached, but I don't know how you detach them and then reattach them.
Oh,
Magic.
if you
Fucking-
move the horse, it's all right.
it's
Yeah,
really
they
with
they are
horses.
physically attached to the wagon. I thought that'd be better because you'd move the wagon instead of the horses.
Yeah.
You see.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, make me a strength throw or athletics throw. It's up to you.
I got a 17.
17. For you, the cart's easy. You know, it's for a humanoid, medium humanoid size. You know that the cart's pretty easy to pull, and it's only made out of wood. There's nothing particularly heavy of it. You can lift it upright really, really quickly. Unfortunately, there is so much food that's sort of on the floor. All sorts of goods that are just on the floor. Just, it's kind of ruined. It's in the muddy section. It's got mud on it. It's got grass on it. You don't know what's been through there. Your dog goes over, sniffs some of the steaks that are sort of on the floor. But you do get the cut up, right?
I wave my hand to the dog and just no, not now, not for you.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh fuck, that's a 4.
4. Salgama looks at you, fuffs, and just as you think she gets the message, you turn back round to look at the halfling, and you hear.
For the name of the gods, could you? And then I just grab the dog.
You grab it by the collar. You just lift it up. It's still got steak in its mouth. It's just hanging from its mouth.
I am sorry for this.
It's okay. It's ruined goods anyway. You might as well give it to the dog.
Oh, well, have at it then. I guess.
You just
Puts
sort
the dog.
of let go of the leash. The dog lands on all fours and just goes straight to laying prone. Just
Can I just have a look around the area to see make sure this isn't a fucking ambush?
yeah, make a perception check.
While he makes a
Um,
perception check, I'm going to ask the man. Could you explain to us exactly
19.
what happened here? Just out of curiosity, because you say that they stole all of your shit, but did they also flip your car?
Oh, they didn't steal all my shit. They're just fucking bandits, man. Fucking.
I would enjoy if you could. I would prefer if you refrain from using profane words.
He's a paladin. He's a stick up. I'm going to lean into his ear and say that he is a paladin. He can be a bit stingy like that sometimes. So I would watch me mouth if I was you.
Yeah, don't I fucking know it. My apologies, good sir. It's just in my nature. It's just part of the language of halflings. You can't blame me. I've been kicked several times. Look, all I know is I got ambushed on this road. It's like 3 hours ago. It's pitch black. It just took a lot of stuff, including my daughter's fucking wedding ring. I need to get that back, and I can't do it. You think you guys could?
We
Well, you
have
see,
a job at the moment. We need to deliver this cart to BlackWood.
Well,
right?
if there's any consolation, the bandits went south, so you probably engaged them anyway.
if
Well,
to what, where are you heading?
Well, I just want to rest up for a bit. I'm just gonna go north to Cinderhold, and I'm just gonna take a few days to get over this. I'm just gonna leave everything here. There's nothing good that can be coming of this anyway.
Well-
What was the result to my?
For your
Yeah.
perception check,
I got a 19.
yeah, you don't notice anything that would consider an ambush. The forest is quite dense. if there was an ambush, there'd be plenty of places to hide. Each tree's trunk is going to keep anyone in cover, and further inwards, it's pretty dark in there. Not a lot of sunlight gets through there. So
Okay.
you don't see anything in particular. You do notice, however, there is a bird in the distance watching over you.
Well,
Um,
good. So, let me tell you this. If we encounter the bandits and happen to find your daughter's wedding ring, we will keep it. But we would need to know where to meet you if we were to find these bandits, because as my chosen brother has said, we are currently on a mission. We have to deliver this cart within a timely manner, so we can unfortunately not allow ourselves on any detours as of right now. But if we come across them, we will try to get your daughter's wedding ring back.
it's just the best I can do. If you get the lockbox, take it back to Mr. Vanderlyn in the first drop. For you two, both Valvin and Zinon, you know Mr. Vanderlyn is the owner of the first drop in. He is a pretty big dude. You do not want to mess with that individual. He looks like he could crush you with just fingers.
So we would know him pretty well.
You guys have lived in Blackwood for a year, I think you two said. For a while at least. You've gone through the places where you can definitely drink and sleep in and stuff like that, and you've been into the first drop. It's quite a nice place considering where it is in Blackwood. You don't personally know Mr. Vanderlyn on a very personal level. You've seen him. He is behind the bar. He does like to serve his customers. He does keep his customers safe. And he does look like an intimidating bloke.
Mhm.
He is of
So-
the
so-
human descent.
Well, Mr. Vanderlyn, we know who you speak of. So if we find you said lockbox, then that shouldn't be a problem for us to deliver it to him. And who should we tell him is coming to pick this lockbox up?
I wrote this down somewhere. Apparently, I didn't write it down anywhere. Son of a bitch. Fucking
What's
past
the
me.
innkeeper's name?
Fucking past me. He's asked you to deliver if you find the lockbox, to deliver it to Mr. Vanderlyn. He's the
Mhm.
owner of the first drop in.
But I'm asking, what's the halfling's name?
Yeah. Mr. Vanderlyn should know that my daughter is getting married in Blackwood in like a month or so. It's for Elric Twinfoot. Just tell him that's who it's for and he'll get it to her. In time.
Well, as I said, if we do stumble upon these bandits, which looks like they're very much active, then it shouldn't be a problem for us to dispatch of them and probably get your lockbox back. But I am not making any promises, seeing that we are on a mission.
Well, I can give you some money now if that would help for finding it. But I can only give you 30 silver pieces.
We would not want to accept any money for a mission that we may or may not be able to accomplish.
Hold on, speak for yourself.
Do not mind my hired help here. He does not speak for the monastery that we are currently on a mission for. So
I speak for myself, though.
Well, as of right now, good sir, you're a part of our party, helping us. So once we're done with the cart, if we don't see the bandits, sure, we'll go there. But we will not take a penny from this halfling before we know we can accomplish the mission.
has already gotten robbed and his cart toppled. Do we really need to take his wealth as well?
Well, I got plenty of money in other places, but it's all I have on me for the current being. It's only 30 silver. It doesn't make a difference.
We will not be taking any money from you now, considering that these bandits might have already sold the ring off. We never know, so until we know for a fact that we do find the bandits, we will not be taking any money from you, good sir. However, if we do manage to find it, a small finder's fee of 30 silver pieces or an amount of your choosing would be highly appreciated. But as I said, I do not wish to take money from you before I know that I can accomplish this mission. And neither does my brother. And do not mind Mr. Red over here.
So you
Am I
don't
not
want my
gonna
money.
say?
What did you say, Alex?
The halfling asks, so you don't want my money?
I do.
He
I'm
wants
just
my
gonna,
money.
I'm just gonna hold my finger like this, like shush. Well, you see, it's not that we don't want your money. Your money is plenty good for us, but before we know that this is something that we have time for, or have the possibility to accomplish, we would rather not take your money, so that we don't feel like we have robbed you of your possessions. So we will not be taking any money from you now. But if we do find it, a finder's fee could always be given to Mr. Vanderlin, and we could collect it there at a later date.
I'll write a letter when I get to Cinderhot and send it on its way back to BlackWood when I can.
Thank you. That would be much appreciated.
I stomp off in a huff and get back on the cart.
If you would like to take anything that may not be of damaged goods here, it's all yours. I can't find anything that isn't ruined
The
completely.
dog is just gnawing on every piece of meat that he can find.
There is so much red meat here, which is pretty not good for dogs in the first place. But there is so much food. Your dog is in heaven. There's bacon, there's steak, there's beef. So much.
I apologize for my gluttonous beast.
They always say the dog is man's best friend, but that gets in the food gets in the way of best friend. Food always comes first with dogs.
Well, sometimes food comes first for us people as well.
Speak for yourself. Mine's usually brandy. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to Cinderhold. There's nothing here for me other than backache and a pain in my ass, so if you don't mind, I'm going to go north.
Safe travels.
Yeah, you too. Keep an eye out for those bandits. Those guys are fuckers.
Can you tell us what they were armed with before you leave?
Well, some of them were armed with hand bows, crossbows, whatever you want to call them. Others with sharp swords. I don't know if they're short swords or long swords. Everything looks like a long sword to me. I'm 3'4".
Well, thank you for the information you have given us, and we will keep a sharp eye for bandits. Have safe travels, good sir.
Yeah, you too. You're gonna need it if you're going bloody to BlackWood. Jesus. And he stumbles off down the road. You know, he's mindful of stepping over his own like carts and stuff, or broken bits of crates. And as he gets down the road, you can hear him stretching. He's, oh, my back! Fucking.
I'm gonna look to Zinon. What a cheerful fella. And I'm gonna hang up back onto the cart and get ready to move on.
And before we move, I want to confront Red about the immense glow that he emitted
The fucking flash banging.
Yeah. So, Mr. Red, was it?
That's correct.
It is not personal to you, but I used one of my spells to detect any unwanted attention or any unwanted beings close to us.
Hmm.
And I am under the impression that you are not the one you give out to be. Am I correct?
So I glowed, huh?
I have reason to believe you are of Fey being.
That might be correct. I mean, the magic don't lie, I suppose.
Would you care to elaborate, or
I mean, if you're worried I'm dangerous, don't. But I'd rather keep that to myself, thank you. I don't know you.
well, as long as you don't pose a threat?
No threat. Scout's honor.
Well, that's all.
I guess the scouts are canon now.
I was about to say the same. I guess the scouts are canon in this universe now.
I like to think that in this universe, scouts means like, you know, like scouts that go out like in front. They've obviously got to tell the truth, right?
Is anyone checking for potential free food on the floor?
The dog.
I didn't even hear that because I'd stomped
I
off
mean,
to the...
the dog isn't looking. The dog is just eating. There's sausages. There's bacon. There's beef. There's no need to look. It's just smell. It's just smell.
I'm
Oh,
going
can
to-
I
I'm
can I
going to
search
pass.
for anything of value other than food on the floor?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, rad. 15.
15. You don't notice too much. There's a few pieces of food that doesn't seem to be too dirty. The things that are in the grass, you know, like the bread rolls, they're probably still safe to eat. You know, you just brush the grass off. You'd put them in your backpack or whatever. They'll be fine. Some of the steaks or beef are covered in a lot of mud. Unfortunately, you don't think you could wash it all off, but you think maybe there's too much of a hassle. The dog's eating one anyway, mud and all. You see potatoes on the floor, carrots strewn here and there, apples, grapes here and there. You do see a solid crate, however, it's a small solid crate. It doesn't seem to have been cracked or broken. If you want to try and open it, you can give me a strength check.
Yes, I will attempt.
Anyone
to
else
open.
doing anything in this time?
Nah. I suppose just chatting. I've taken the helm out of anger.
4.
4.
Yes.
This crate is, you know, it's got a lot in it. It's you can pick it up. It's not too heavy to pick up. You can sort of pick it up with 2 hands. You're looking over the crate, and you just think to yourself, "How the fuck do I open this?" As you're sort of twisting it around, it looks like it's a fucking Rubik's cube. So other people looking at you right now, you turn it vertically, you can't see an opening. You turn it horizontally, you can't see an opening. You don't know how to open these crates. You've never handled crates like this in your life.
Well, I'm going to try and break it open in a sort of gentle manner, as gentle as you can be while breaking something.
Okay.
Because I don't want to damage whatever's inside.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Natural 1.
Okay. Oh, that could have gone better for you.
You don't say.
You think to yourself for a moment, I'll go get a tool from the carpenter's set or something. Surely they've got something they can dig underneath and sort of pry the wood out.
Yeah.
And you see Red and Zinon talking and it's muttering something about you're not of human descent, you glow. You don't give a shit. You're trying to open this goddamn box. There might be something cool in there. You open the door to the wagon. You grab the carpenter's tool set. You find something that you think can fit underneath the wood. You jam it in. You're like, okay, that's a good start. And you twist upwards to try and bend the wood, try and pry it open, and the carpenter tool snaps.
Okay. Well, I have conquered evil. I will not be beaten by this box. I'm going to take it with me.
I'm gonna jump down from the cart. I'm gonna walk up to it and say, let me give it a try. And I'm gonna pull out my dagger and try and just pry the lid open.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand. Check.
Ooh, sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
Okay. You've just seen Carthus break a carpenter tool. That's probably gonna come out of somebody's pay, but it ain't gonna be yours. Sort of walk over, you see him still like fixed on this cuboid box of wood that's seemingly so technologically advanced that the man can't get through it. You slam your dagger down into a gap, you pry it open, the lid pops off. It's just full of steak.
But is it unspoiled steak, like out of
Yeah,
the mud?
no, the steak's fine. It's in perfect condition. There's
So I run and grab the dog.
Yeah, I reckon that
Red,
was
you
a
good
choice
sir. You
for the-
seem to glow. Oh God! Don't let the dog have it.
Well, I must say, Carthus, this is a very good find. Even though you broke one of the tools, which is not coming out
Well-
of my paycheck.
Unfortunately, you can have it. I don't eat meat.
I'm just gonna slam my hand in my forehead and just drag it down like Jesus Christ.
Did somebody say meat?
Yes, Rurik. Somebody said meat, and I'm gonna grab the crate and I'm just gonna load it up on the wagon.
Okay. You
Please
now
do not
have
start eating it raw. Everyone
have
would like a slice.
12 pieces of steak.
Okay.
They're all about 16 ounces inside, in
Ooh.
size. Sorry, 16-ounce steaks. Pretty decent steaks.
How many did you say?
I don't remember. What did I say? I think 12. I said right.
All right,
Let's
let's
say
add it to
12.
the party inventory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 16-ounce steaks.
It's going to be a high stakes campaign, guys.
Oh my god.
So who votes to kill him? I do.
Me too.
Well, the
Please
DM has
don't.
spoken.
Don't send me back to the Underdark. I don't want to go back.
I want to stay the light,
Oh.
please.
Okay. What's your dog's name again?
Solgama.
Solgama.
Solgoma.
Solgama. I don't have a token for Solgama. I completely forgot about the dog again. Solgama is dragging a stake along the floor. You know.
As I'm
She-
dragging Salgoma.
It's walking time. Do you want to give me a perception check, Zinon?
Yes.
Actually,
I say perception. It should be a D100. Sorry, give me a D100.
Okay, I got a 13 on perception at least, but I can roll a D100.
Roll a D100.
That's a 98.
Ooh.
God damn, that's pretty successful. you're bringing the dog back to the cart by the collar because the dog's gnawing on meat. Carthus
meat?
is shut the fuck up. Carthus is coming back to the car. Everyone's coming back to the car. And you've noticed that in your absence of being next to the cart, that the bird that you have been seeing is now on top of the wagon. It is on top of the wagon. It's coming to the edge towards where you are going. And you can see it hopping along the top. It seems to settle down on the edge, near one of the edges as you're coming towards the cart. Looks at you specifically. Zinon.
In that moment, because I noticed the crow too, right?
Yeah, anyone around the cart would notice that the raven has now landed on top of the cart or the wagon.
I throw a rock at it. Get off that cart.
No. What the? Why are you doing this?
Can you give
I don't want
me?
it to shit on the cart.
Can you give me a dexterity check, quick, Jack?
Yes. Oi. 18.
Okay.
Actually, no, sorry, 17 because dexterity -1.
You throw the rock. Are you intentionally trying to throw the rock at the bird, or are you throwing it near the bird to scare the bird away?
Just trying to scare it. I'm not trying to kill it.
No animal abuse in this campaign, guys.
For now.
You throw it. It's pretty accurate rock throw. It bounces off the top. The raven jumps a little bit. Doesn't bother to look at you though. It's still sat on the side of the car. It's still looking at Zinon.
I'm going to lean in to Red and say, for two-part reason, I would never do that once more because number one, Zinon will cut off your fingers because ravens are sacred to our kind, and number two, you do not want to invoke the wrath of the Raven Queen. She does not look kind upon people that throw stones at her. So I would refrain from doing that once more. Then I'm going to yell over to Zinon. Look, brother, the queen is with us.
And so I look at I have eye contact with the raven, and I say, ask in Celestial, what is it you seek, Queen? Or what would just sound like gibberish to most of everyone else?
So
Like,
anyone who doesn't speak Celestial, you have no idea what he's saying. But you were asking specifically, what was your question?
what is it you seek, my queen?
Can you give me a nature check, please?
A nature check. 12. That's a 7.
The raven cocks his head to the side, seemingly understanding what you're saying. And for the majority of the group, you just hear the raven have the sort of croaking sound that comes out of a raven. They don't initially sound like crows, they don't caw, they more have a croaking sound. And I'm not going to attempt it because I value my vocal cords too much. Nope, that's a crow. But for most of you hear that raven, it's clearly communicating, but you guys are just hearing it communicate in its own tongue, which is seemingly just sort of having that deep sound. For you, Zinon, you see it sort of cock its head to one side. Beware of pale hunger! Beware of pale hunger ahead!
Do you care to elaborate? Also in Celestial.
Pale hunger strikes at dark. Pale hunger kills. Beware. And it flies off.
So, friends, I got a message from my deity through the raven. It sounds preposterous for those of you who does not speak the language of the gods. But the raven warned us of the pale hunger ahead.
What the fuck does that mean?
Language?
Great, so you
Apologies,
got-
my liege.
Sorry, you got Captain America on your team. Christ.
Well, for once, I agree with Red. I do not understand what the Raven Queen meant by pale hunger, but
I believe.
It was said the pale hunger kills. Beware of the pale hunger. The pale hunger kills. It was ahead, apparently.
well, in that case, everyone, have your weapons at ready. Raven Queen,
Are we assuming that this is a nickname for someone?
it might very well be.
Might be the bandits that did all this damage to this poor halfling's carriage.
Car.
Can I make a check to see if I have heard anything referred to as the pale hunger before?
Make a history check. Anyone who wants to try and identify it, make a history check.
Okay, history check time.
5.
Everyone is rolling.
Well, you
Nope.
don't know shit.
22.
11.
I'm not.
22, 11. Where's my pencil? Who had 22? It was... That's
Carthus.
fucking... That's a 3, not a 2. Fucking brain thinks 2, hand writes 3. 20, 21, 20, what was it?
22.
22. Carthus. Anyone between 15 and 20? Okay. Anyone between 10 and 15?
Yes.
What was your number?
11.
Anyone below, anyone between 5 and 10?
Yes.
You don't know shit. Between 0 and 5?
Yes.
You don't know shit.
rolled a
Anyone
nat one.
anyone over 20 other than Carthus?
I didn't even roll. I'm not
You're not rolling?
bothering with.
Okay, you don't give a shit. Cool. You don't know shit either. Wow. Carthus, even in your long experience, and your very long lifespan of pretty decent of age, you remember a very, very long time ago that there was reference to a creature that was nicknamed Pale Hunger. You unfortunately can't quite make a connection. You just remember that the Pale Hunger is usually the currently weakest form of that creature's trait. And it genuinely just wants to strengthen up, which usually includes just feeding and feeding and feeding until it is of strength again. But you can't put your finger on it. You don't know what it is, you just remember it seems to be the weakest form of that creature's state.
The pale hunger. I vaguely remember it being a weakened form of a creature. Between the 5 of us, we should be able to handle it if we should come in contact. But
Well-
when we get back to BlackWood, we should inform the authorities of its existence, because there could be more, and they will try to get stronger.
Just a quick bit of flavour. Johnny said to everyone should ready their weapon, right? And when I drew my sword, like the sort of close surrounding area kind of got the smell of like ash and incense, like smouldering ash and incense, like as soon as I pulled it out of the hilt.
Okay.
Are you in possession of any demonic items, Red?
Who, me?
I assume I would have catched that he drew his sword and at least tried to connect the smell
What's
with
your passive perception?
14.
You can connect the dots. You said draw weapons. He's drawn his weapon. You connect the dots.
Well, the smell appeared. The smell of ash appeared as you drew your sword. And I am quite eerie of you with everything at the moment. I am sorry, but I'm just making precautions.
In that moment, I would like to use my shape change action and shift into the Zinon and just mock him, like not mock him, but just say exactly what he just said, but in like the and then shift back to my normal look. Happy now?
So you're a shapeshifter.
Changeling, actually.
Shapeshifter, changeling. You do the same. But that might come in handy. Maybe. If you stick around, that might come in handy one day.
So Zinon is just knuckling his sword, like the hilt of the sword. He says nothing.
I feel like
We-
someone's gonna die before we get to a combat session.
Yeah, no, we should really get a move on.
Yeah,
Is everyone in agreement?
let's get a move on.
I'm
Yes.
so glad
Yes.
that worked.
Your dog is still gnawing on stick.
Yeah, I'll try
I'd like
to
to
get its
point out
attention.
that I put the lid back on the fucking box.
You can put the box in the wagon. It will be safe from the dog.
Okay, yeah, it's in the wagon. Apologies, I just
You
had a cat explode on me as I was opening it.
You had a
you
cat
Wauvin
explode
just-
on you.
A can.
What?
I had a
Oh,
can that just ripped
What the-
itself open.
so many questions. Which cat? What kind of explode?
All of them. All of the above.
God. You realize you can put the dog on top of the wagon. It doesn't go very fast. It doesn't. You don't think the dog's gonna slide off any point. But the dog is gnawing on steak.
Stay there.
Does not give a shit about your commands at the moment. Just wants to eat. Steak. Okay. Who's driving? It's Red, right?
I was driving,
Yes.
wasn't I?
Oh.
Yes, but Red said that he got onto the driving seat in anger because he was.
Ah.
You know,
being
like
paid
when
for
someone
So
disability.
he
gets
is
pissed
driving
off
now.
and they
Yeah.
get into the driver's seat and wait for people like with an angry look on their face. I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone. But that's me.
TikTok, motherfucker. Unless it's up to you two who wants to drive, who's But otherwise, I'm gonna need an animal handling check from somebody.
Oh Christ!
You thought you'd get
I
away
don't
with
know that bit. Sure, you know what? I'll give it a go, and if I fail, I'll just like chuck the reins to. I've not remembered everyone's like character names to their actual names. Rurik. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me an animal handling check, please, Jack.
4.
Oh God.
Oof.
We're not making it.
Yeah, you you do the action for the horses to move. You've ridden a horse before. Surely, getting them to go forward would be easy, especially since you're not on them. And you sort of like you do the action, the whole thing of like flicking it up the reins and then bring it back down to get them to go. Horses just don't give a shit. They're not moving.
Yeah, fuck it. Here you go, Rurik. And I just literally just chuck the reins, and I slide over.
I catch the reins and I sit back down on the driver's seat, I guess.
Give me an
Do I
animal
need to
handling
make
check.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what kind of things happen now. It's looking good. 16.
Right.
Hey.
You flick the reins and they go. No questions asked. They just start moving. You guys travel for another various amount of hours just as dusk starts settling in again. But can you all give me a perception check?
Perception.
That's
About this time, it's about 20 past 6 in the
Eight.
afternoon. Dusk is settling in.
14.
What's my perception?
I
Oh,
got a
23.
11.
22. Carthus is
Elva.
better than me. Oh no.
So, anyone got 20 and over?
Yes.
Okay, what was your numbers?
23.
22.
23 and 22. And that is for your... It is for Zinon and Carthus. Anyone between 15 and 20? Damn. 10 to 15?
I got 14.
Okay.
I got 11.
Chris equals 14. Anyone below, doesn't matter. You suck.
Okay, well, fuck you too then.
Yeah, you suck.
You're looking the wrong way, sorry.
Yeah, open your eyes.
For those of you, for the two that's got 10 to 15, so that's Jack and Chris, you two get a whiff of a smell of a campfire in the distance. It's that distinctive smell of it settling down after a while. Kind of like bonfire, I guess. Sort of very heavy bonfire smoke. For Carthus and Zinon, you guys notice a distinct trail of smoke sort of in a forest, deep in the pine forest. Seemingly what once was a campfire, but has seemingly sort of gone out recently. For Zinon, you might think that it's a good place to settle down if there's already a camp that's been abandoned. You don't need to set up another campfire, you just need to look for wood. For Carthus, you also know the same thing. An abandoned campsite is generally pretty easy going when it comes to making a campsite again. You just need to sort of refuel the fire, and you should already be a few cleared resting spots for you guys.
Okay. I believe we should approach the campsite cautiously.
I agree.
Okay. Is everyone in agreement? You're going to go to...
What campsite?
Oh yeah, you don't smell or see shit. Sorry.
Yeah, there is a lingering smell here, like there is some fire going somewhere nearby.
Well, in what direction do you smell this?
Well, someone mentioned something about the campsite. Did anyone see anything?
Well, there's a small column of smoke coming up from behind the trees in that direction.
Is it the proper direction of where we are already going?
Well, it cannot be that far
It's
if we can
sort of
smell it.
northeast into the pine forests.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not too far from the main road.
Mhm.
For those that you can see the trail of smoke into the air. For the others, you know, you can smell it, but you can't distinguish where it would be, how far it would be. There are some spaces. It does look like people have traveled through. It looks like it's got enough space to get the whole wagon through and the 2 draft horses.
Well, for my part, as long as we can sleep next to the cart, I'm not too fussed about where we sleep, and it would be less work. Can I make an estimate based on what they say on how far off trail this would be?
Now I gotta look to see. I'd say survival check. I think
Okay, okay.
that makes most sense to me. Give me a survival check.
It's 16 plus. Where the fuck is survival? It's all the way at the bottom. 19.
19.
Yes.
Well, with 19, sort of, you can see Carthus pointing off to the northeast side, more sort of eastish. It's to your right.
Mhm.
Now that you're being pointed in that direction, you can kind of see the trail of smoke within the pine forest. It looks a bit of a ways in. It looks enough to determine that you're not too close to the road, so nobody crossing the road overnight would see you too easily. And it looks close enough in that you're not going to be in too much of a trouble getting in or out early in the morning.
Yeah, I reckon it's a good resting spot. So, in other words, onwards.
Okay.
Whatever you say, Captain.
God, someone's grumpy.
I give him a side eye.
Still pissed about not accepting the 30 silver.
Yeah.
Hey, 30 silver's 30 silver. You guys head towards the abandoned campsite. You first notice as you come across it, the campfire is unlit, but it is still trailing smoke. It looks like havoc has wreaked upon here. You're free to move around in Owlbear if you want. Don't forget to pin the
This is
horses
a
to
grim sight.
a stick or something, or to a tree.
Can we just passively see the blood everywhere?
Yep. It's not
Um,
visible.
Guys.
Delightful.
Yes.
Why are we here? You see this, right? We should just turn back and go the other way.
It's
That would
taken
be
you.
the.
It's taken you 20 minutes to get there. It's now closer to 7 o'clock, and it is getting darker and darker.
I mean, as I draw my blade, I mean we are well equipped, and
Yeah, but we don't want to be ambushed here in the dark, do we?
Sword drawn. I would like to investigate the perimeter of the camp.
Okay.
I'm gonna go while he's doing that. I'm gonna go into like the campsite area.
Mhm.
And look through like the sleeping bags and the surroundings of the sleeping bags.
Okay. For those of you investigating, make an investigation check. Doesn't have to be just the 2 individuals. If you want to investigate, investigate.
Okay,
I am
I'll
fastening
try.
the horses to some tree nearby. I guess.
18.
Okay.
And I got 16.
I got 6.
You don't know shit.
I can't see shit.
Man, so much blood.
Damn.
Is anyone else investigating?
No.
Okay.
I am just gonna find the least bloody bedroll and just take a and just lie down a second.
Rurik, are you wanting to investigate, or you just?
Well, I
Hanging.
just quickly, as I lie down, I like stretch out and I go, "This is a bad idea." And I put my hands behind my head.
I will make sure to read that in your obituary. I'm not gonna keep looking.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was taking care of the horses, making sure that they don't run away. I
Okay.
guess I will then move ahead to the campsite to inspect
You leash them around
what's
the
going
tree
on here.
trunk. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. So Carthus, what was your number?
18.
And Valvin?
16.
6.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah.
Fuck. Wauvin, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Valvin was what? Sorry.
16.
Zinon?
6.
6. Yeah, you don't see shit. I don't know why I put you down. Reddit isn't doing it. Rurik, what is your investigation?
Investigation is actually 15.
15. Okay. 16, 16, 6, 15. Damn, what a shame. So other than Xenon, you can all discern these current facts. There are 3 sleeping bags. 2 of which are of medium humanoid size. 1 of which is smaller, seemingly for some form of halfling or gnome.
Or child.
The camp has been abandoned for a while, and you presume that the fire has only just gone out because it's just been unattended all night prior and all day today. Presumably, whatever happened here happened the night prior, on the 9th. And because the fire's been left unattended, they must have put a lot of wood on the fire for some reason. The fire's gone out, and it's just trailed smoke as an abandoned site. You can see most of the blood everywhere. One bedroll is covered in blood, very dry blood at this point. Still slightly wet, but it's darkened. It's been out for and exposed for a while. You see trails of what appears to be these individuals being dragged across the ground. There are scattered belongings everywhere, from pans and pots. There's only one backpack, which is next to the most bloodiest of bags. Seemingly one person tried to fight whatever happened here. There appears to be a broken crossbow. There's daggers on the floor. And for anyone that explores further to the east of the map, would find, as the trail goes down, a great sword, seemingly just on the ground, covered in blood. The attacks seem to have come from behind them all. There are claw marks on the trees behind. So, for example, this tree, there are massive, sort of 5-fingered claw marks. It seems to be humanoid claw marks, sort of 4 fingers and a thumb streaked across the bark. The cuts are quite fresh. Again, sort of telling you guys that it happened at least within the last 24 hours. There are also defensive runes on some of these tree barks as well, like this one over here. That would have what appears to be a pretty big slash from a greatsword into it. It's obviously missed somehow. It's gone straight into the bark. It's eaten quite a bit of the bark through. Obviously, they've pulled the greatsword out at some point and just left that there as well. And again, lots of blood, lots of trailing. Whatever happened here seemed to be prey being hunted.
It is already getting too dark to travel, so I reckon we should make the best of it and take some precautions.
The old saying is, lightning never strikes the same place twice. We should be fine to rest here tonight.
I've actually seen that happen. Actually, so it does happen.
I will make sure to also mention that in your obituary if you are to fall.
Well, I shall keep watch regardless of a first shift.
I shape change to change the color of my skin and stuff really pale, so I already look dead.
Okay.
Like my eyes, I shift my face to look like, sunken eyes, glazed over, really pale, dead.
You just let one rip and it smells like you're dead as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Well, let's
The
hope whatever
cosmetics.
ravenous creature did this couldn't possibly be interested in eating corpses.
Fingers
We would-
crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
We would hope so.
Hmm.
Now, I do reckon we should probably spend the last amount of light to just gather some firewood.
Are you sure it's a good idea to have a campfire when we now have this, well, unknown danger nearby?
What do you mean danger? I don't see anything wrong with this campsite.
Well, you see the blood trails. You see it's blood. But
Okay, fine. It's not that bad.
To you, it just seems like something's happened here. You're not too sure. You don't see the claw marks on the trees, for example. You don't see the defensive wound in the other tree. You don't see the trail of blood going east to a great sword, and it's just blood.
I suddenly jump up from the bed, and I go, I'm gonna make a guess. At least one of the horses will be gone. Does anyone want to take bets with me?
Man, I didn't think of that.
I'm not a gambling man.
Anyone else? Come on.
I bet you
That
5
actually
silvers.
sounds like an invitation for something to go wrong.
I bet
5
you
silver.
5 silvers.
You bet
the
me 5
horses-
silver that they'll still both be there in the morning.
Yeah.
Deal. You got yourself a deal, young man.
I
He will make
chuckled
sure of
when he
it, you know.
calls him young man.
Just to make it easier, I am going to move 5 silver gold into the party.
You only have
Can
silver.
I do that?
You only have
No,
silver.
I'm gonna move it into the party gold so that it's there to take whoever wins.
Yeah, well, you can do that.
Oh, actually, no, because it doesn't matter. I just add. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just being stupid.
Or you could just wait.
That is such an
until
unnecessary step.
Yeah, you just wait.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you guys spend the next hour collecting wood? For most of you, deploy new bedrolls. There are the green bedroll is slightly bloodied, but it hasn't got too much blood on it. Depending on who might want to sleep in that one. Red's taken the only clean bed. For the rest of you will get out your own bedrolls and set them down. Two of you go off to find some form of wood for burning to make the fire, which isn't too difficult. Again, pots and pans. There seems to be a log to sit on if you want to. Anyone want to do anything in this time? At this point, it's about 8 o'clock in the afternoon. It's now dark.
I'm just going to once again just look around. I'm gonna walk down to the water to look upon that sword I heard someone mention.
Yep. It's a great sword. Pretty lengthy in size.
Mhm.
It's got blood on the tip. You're not too sure if that's the prior owner's blood or whatever was attacking, but definitely blood. It's there.
Yeah.
You can see all sorts of scrape marks on the ground. Make an investigation check for me, quick.
I don't appear to be seeing shit. 7.
Okay. You see lots of scrape marks on the ground. You can't discern yourself whether they're defensive or offensive marks. But there are plenty, especially right there. And you just sort of you stand there and you sort of envision what might have happened, and you can definitely tell with blood splatter that the guy was attacked from behind. They were obviously looking this way, to the west, and they were attacked from the east. Whatever that creature was, it was using the trees and night to really attack.
Yeah.
But there's some fresh, clean water over here.
I'm going to pick up the greatsword.
Okay.
And bring it to the camp.
Okay.
I'm going to point out that because you mentioned that this is a rather large greatsword, right?
Great swords are rather large in
Yeah.
general nature. You find it very heavy and just cumbersome. You think they're a bit silly.
So whoever was taken by this creature, and I'm going to chuck it down on the ground, would appear to be a rather large man, at least one of them. So I reckon we should be on guard tonight.
God.
There is still a torn backpack by the bloody bed, by the way, if anyone wants that.
Mhm.
Will
there
this
anything
count?
inside?
Was there everyone just
Jesus.
was there
I'll-
anything
Sorry, loot?
inside?
There's
Was
loot?
there, was there
What?
any? I thought that was part of my investigation earlier. But was there
You
anything
didn't
inside of the backpack?
physically go to it to find what was in it, so it's just a mention.
Oh, okay.
For those of you interested, suddenly there's 3 people surrounding one backpack. It's the most popular backpacker in the fucking Northern
Nah,
Hemisphere.
I'm going into the
Going into the pine
going a
forest.
bit into the forest to find some firewood.
Find some extra firewood. Yeah, for those 2 people that want to look in the backpack, you see it contains 3 days worth of rations. So it's just 3 ration packs. There is a 50-foot length of rope. Some tinder boxes. It's being used a little bit, but it's a tinder box. And you both are sort of investigating this at the same time, I assume. Sort of.
Yeah.
Wauvin and Carthus are sort of. You both open the bag. You're looking in. Ooh, whoa, ooh, rations. And then you both see at the exact same time a coin purse at the right at the bottom.
So I reckon we roll for it.
You can have it.
Ah, thank you, good sir.
So, Wauvin, you grab the purse as you both sort of like sit back. The bag is empty at this point. It's got a hole in it, so it's no point taking it really. And you open up the coin purse, and it's got 247 copper pieces in it.
Ooh. How many did you say? 247.
47. And you have an intact coin purse if you'd like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it and attach it to my messenger bag.
I will state it looks kind of feminine. It has flowers and colorful patterns all over it. You sort of
I do not care.
okay. Okay.
Well, do you at least drink? Carthus?
I can indulge every now and then.
Well, first round is on me when we get to our destination.
Oh, that is very kind of you.
Zinon, how are you coming along? It's like just yelling
Still
to them.
rummaging for wood.
You
Okay,
find
can I just hear-
plenty of sort of wood to bring back to the campfire. You're just
Yeah.
gathering extra for the night.
Just dropping the pile by the bonfire. What did you say?
No,
I was
it's just
busy.
Yeah, I was just wondering how you were coming along with the gathering of wood, but it seems like you're quite well off.
Well, when you're in the woods, you tend to find wood.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Great detective work there.
My investigation was 6. That's like the last rolls I have to live into this.
Okay. Seeing as I've been asked twice now, we will take a short break, 10 minutes or so, unless you need more. Go toilet, grab drinks, grab food, grab snacks, whatever you need to do. I also just want to point out for the 2 people that messaged me. First of one being John. I was perfectly happy with you sending me that message. Secondly, Jack sending me the second message. I just wanted to be like that one meme. It's just like, right here, right here. This is where I want food in a minute.
In a minute.
Would you like to know exactly what I sent to Alex? I said, out of curiosity, are we taking a toilet/snack break this session? I have Oreo cake and I want to get a slice and rub it in Johnny's face virtually.
Well,
I'm
now
gonna
you can.
drive to your house and slap you silly. Unless,
I will find you and I will
Uh,
kill you.
well, unless he wants to give me some, of course. That's also an option. All right,
I
but
just asked for a short break. Soon.
Yeah, no, I was fine with you asking, but then Jack was writing as I responding to you. In fact, I didn't even get a chance to respond to you when I
Alright,
saw Jack
so-
writing in Discord, and Jack messaged me, "Can we take a break in a minute?"
Okay, so 10-minute break.
Okay.
Yes, 10 minutes or
gonna go
more if you
make
need
some
to.
Be right back.
So,
I'm gonna
yeah,
go get Oreo cake.
Johnny's gone.
Popcorn time, suckers.
Damn it.
Alright,
I want
BRB,
Rodolph
I'll see you
Saga.
in 10 minutes.
Okay, be back soon.
Can I have some Oreo cake?
I mean, I wish I had that too, but I don't.
I don't have any cake. I haven't had cake in like a month, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of depressing to bake cake alone for yourself.
I don't think I've ever baked for myself ever. Only make cakes for if people are coming around.
Exactly.
Although one time I did buy a cake, like a big one, and just eat it on my own over the course of like 3 days.
Yeah. The thing is that it's really nice when you have it in the fridge. So
Oh
if I
yeah,
have cake, it's really good. That's the thing. But I don't ever put in the effort to make cake when there is no reason for it.
yeah. I have a bad feeling about this night.
Yeah, there is something about to go down. I was thinking I would leave the watching over everything to someone else this night. We are just 5, so
I have a good. I just had some awful rolls at the start there, but I have a decent bonus in perception. So it's down to the dice gods.
yeah. Well, I mean, like that happens.
Yeah.
Mine have been very varied, I would say. Sometimes they're pretty okay, and then sometimes they're just trash. We have both rolled nat ones, actually.
I had a nat 1, and then I've had a couple. I've had 2 nat 20s. So I hope that will continue, and it will not be like Tim, where he just Rolled the lowest possible.
Stuck in bottom tier.
That was terrible. I have so many advantages on like a load of different skills now. I had like no advantages before. Now I feel like I have too many.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Anyone else have a good piss?
Not yet. but I
No.
should go.
My bladder is voided as of current.
Voided.
It's not just a deep hole. It's
For in the vacuum of my bladder, nothing exists.
That's my ultimate technique.
Hello.
Give me
Oh,
Oreo
hello.
cake.
I have a monumental slice of Oreo cake.
Give
In
me
fact,
Oreo cake.
wait, hang on.
Monumental.
Yep.
Oreo cake, please.
He just took the slice and then he left the plate with the slice on and took the cake plate.
Exactly. No, I mean, Johnny can vouch that you cannot have much of this cake.
Okay, I've heard you mention Oreo cake before. Is this an official Oreo cake made by Oreo, or is this a cake made with Oreos that was made by you?
It is a cake made with Oreos by me. It is a
Oh,
layer
that's
of
even better.
it's a layer of crushed up Oreos,
Mm.
like cheesecake base almost.
Mm.
Then there is a sweet cream cheese layer. Then there is a chocolate mousse layer that's got like little chunks of chocolate in it.
Oh,
Then there's whipped cream on top, and then sprinkled on top with Oreos.
good lord.
I am about to upload photos and tag Johnny, so
Oh, let me see.
you will
this.
see it. The photos are a bit janky. It's not. It's dark in this room. I'll do it in the D&D general.
Yeah, so you can piss everyone off, not
What's
just
your
John.
profanity?
was real close at cracking. Watch your profanity.
What's your vanity?
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
that's a generous slice. That is a.
it is a generous slice.
Seems a bit small.
Oh no, that would do me.
It is
That look-
surprisingly it takes a lot. It doesn't take much for you to be like, oh, that's enough.
Yeah, a lot of cream, a lot of.
And I don't
I
scrimp
never
either.
want to
Like,
hear about your cream ever again, Chav.
What? Okay, fuck you. In fact, really, fuck you. Looking D&D general, bitch.
I can't see anything.
What?
yeah, he can. He's just hiding.
Okay.
It must not be loading for me properly.
Sounds like cope.
Johnny.
But I do
By the
have
way,
I do have something that is even better.
Is it your
Well, yeah.
twiggly dick?
No, it's an ice cold beer.
Yeah, but I can go get a beer right now. Anyone can go get a beer. I can't go get a fat slice of Oreo cake.
I
Yeah,
highly doubt Jack
Chris
can
can
go
go
grab it.
get his famous beer from the back of the
I
fridge.
actually can go grab cold beer.
You know,
But it's-
You actually have a cold beer.
Well, I wouldn't class it as a beer. Tuborg Light.
Ash.
Light.
Probably nasty.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's not mine.
You-
It's Susie's.
the thing is that tastes like water with a slight hint of maybe beer
Yuck.
taste.
Yeah.
It's like old dishwaters.
What is that? Is
So,
that the
like-
beer that you got in the back of your fridge that's just been sitting there for years?
No,
Oh,
that's Jack's beer.
oh. What's up?
The
What's
beer
that
Chris
one in
has.
your?
Wait, I have beer. Be right back.
But the thing is I'm slightly allergic to beer, so it's not really something I just drink at night time. So
So what I'm hearing is you're a bitch.
Lightly allergic to beer. Is it the hops? The barley? The
I
wheat?
actually don't know because
Be
a
anything.
lot of beers affect me. Some don't. Some do more than others. But the worst one is fucking. Fuck, what's it called? Corona,
Strong.
and that's
uh,
made of corn. So I don't know. But
Weird.
Maybe it's the alcohol you don't really, cope with.
also,
Yeah,
I
it's,
thought that.
it's called being drunk, Jack.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Jack needs an infinite amount of copium to drink beer.
Can you drive while you're having an allergic reaction to beer?
Usually I'm a bit wobbly on my legs. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like being drunk to me.
No. I can. The thing is it's not the alcohol either because I can drink spirits just fine, and it doesn't
Sure.
like
Okay.
doesn't
Sure.
do what beer does.
Are we all here?
I think Olaf ran to grab a beer as
Yeah,
well.
he's
I think
come
he got
back, I
thirsty.
think.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's back. He's got a beer. Just like Homer Simpson, he always has a beer. Duff beer.
No, I have Isbjörn.
Marge, I've just been strangling Bart.
Tog en naturburgare.
Okay. Are we all happy to carry on?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we left off with Zinon coming back with some spare wood to light the campfire. Campfire's lit. You guys are sitting around it. Some of you have deployed new bedrolls. Some of you are using used non-bloodied bedrolls. In your case, Red.
It's lovely being not covered in blood while I sleep.
The atmosphere is darkening as time goes on, but the fire is keeping you guys really warm and keeping the environment around you lit. Who's on first watch?
I'll do it.
I would like to go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing though, Johnny.
Okay.
I'm already asleep.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. So I'm just going to presume that someone fed the horses.
No.
No,
who's
not
Did-
feed on the horses.
No, that was me giving them, like apples and stuff.
Ah,
You
Did
did
anyone-
realize that?
Is anyone else taking first watch with Carthus, or is it just Carthus?
Yeah, I will take it with him.
Okay.
you can't feed apples to horses. Their digestive system turns it into alcohol and they get pissed.
This is the 1100s, sir. We don't have that kind of scientific knowledge yet.
We
Oh,
do
right,
feed
yeah.
the apples to the.
I want my horse to be pissed.
Wasn't everyone pissed in the 1100s? Just all
Yeah.
the time.
The
Okay.
safest drink is always beer. So
Yeah.
take that, not the unsafe water.
So, can Carthus and Rurik please make me perception checks, please? For your 4 hours of watching.
5.
Oof.
Yeah, I rolled 10.
Oof. The
So
campfire.
it's dark.
Campfire is fire. You feed it some fresh wood every now and again, little bits of fresh wood to keep it going. It's kind of an eerie sense being around a campfire in a camp environment that you know was previously attacked within the last 24 hours. You get eerie senses. You hear a crack or a split of a twig, and you immediately dart, but you don't see anything. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For one of yous who's got comfy in a bed sheet or in a bedroll, you've snuggled up, you're sleeping. You're kind of happy that you're sleeping.
yeah.
I'm not talking to you, Jack.
I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Valvin,
Yes.
where are you sleeping in this particular situation?
Like, I would imagine, like, a little bit, like, up here in the outskirts.
Okay. I suspect it's in your fresh bedroll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are quite comfy in your own bedroom.
Mhm.
You've been sleeping for a few hours, and
Just to
You-
let you know, Alex, I saw your little tag move something to where you placed it, just so you know.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it would be like unfair advantage. It wouldn't be fun if I didn't say anything. I feel like the teacher the kid who reminds the teacher of homework.
So there is something in this area, is what he said.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys.
I
are
didn't know if
very
there was a
Not
setting
anymore.
to turn that off. I'm assuming there is a setting to turn that off.
Well, the
No, there
token's hidden, so
Yes. Yeah,
Doesn't
the
matter.
token we can't see, but we saw like the frame.
it's fine.
But I guess if we act on that, that's metagaming, right? So,
100%. So shut your mouth.
yeah, fine.
At your face.
Shut your face.
do
Shut
you
up your
do you
face.
understand? I say shush, and you go shush.
I know, shush.
Good, you better. I just need to find something before I continue, because apparently I swear I wrote his name down. I swear I did. Fucking past me is an idiot, dude. Yeah, it's there. Where the fuck is that? I swear I wrote it down. Was it under here? No. Was it here? No. Where the okay, well. I know it now. Yeah, so for Vavin, you've been comfy, you've had a couple of hours night's sleep so far. And the fire's been keeping your toes warm.
Mhm.
Quite comfy, quite comfy. You slowly sort of wake. You come to find that you can't move. You seemingly can't open your mouth. You can't seem to roll over or move, or even tingle your toes. You're just sort of leaning on your right hand side, so you're sort of looking west, so to speak. You see the blood-stained bed that nobody moved. You know, you're next to it, but you're not on it. And you see an individual, and this individual seems to have looks human, apart from the green demonic eyes that they have. White hair, kind of receding backward, looks old-ish. Seemingly sat on a log, pulled a log from somewhere, and he is just sat about 5-10 feet away from you. He's on the opposite side of the bloody stained bag. He sits down on the log, puts one hand on his leg, crosses his legs over on by the ankles, and puts the other one in his coat pocket. As you see him opposite you, I will give me a moment. I will put this in the NPC chat in case you guys want a closer look. For the rest of you, even those on watch, you do not see this. You do not see Wauvin move. As far as you're concerned, Wauvin is sleeping. And so is the rest of the party. So nothing seems to be happening in this particular incident. Well, Wauvin, it's your birthday. Actually, it was your birthday a few minutes ago, wasn't it? Oh, wow. You can't talk because I've made sure you can't talk. There's a lot you need to learn, buddy. There's a lot of things that you need to learn. Fortunately for you, I'm here to give you a lesson. Now, a long, long time ago, in the Shadowfell, somebody found an old scribe of mine. Now, those scribes I thought were gone a long time ago, but apparently there was one fluttering around in the Shadowfell, as they do. And, of course, as one poor person picks it up, they see a deal can be struck. Oh, what a deal. Now, what do poor people always wish for the most? Let me answer that for you, seeing as you can't talk yourself. Poor people always want to be rich. Now, I can grant that, but it's very boring. It's so boring. I grant them the wish, but the deal is somewhere along the line I get to pick an offspring of theirs to be somebody I want to play a game of chess with, so say. And you are that piece. It's very funny how I know more about your family than you do, Mr. Wauvin. Now, I had my assistant in the hells to come up with a few questions, and he pulls out a piece of paper from his pocket. And he gets some glasses from his top pocket that he has. He puts them on. They look like half spectacles, and he puts them on his ears and looks at the piece of paper and flutters it out. Now, I asked my assistant what some of the top questions that a panicked individual may have. Question number 1, who are you? That's quite a boring question. We'll skip over that. Question number 2, why am I here? It's quite a boring question again, but again, I've already answered that. I'm here for you, Wauvin. Question number 3, please don't pick me. Well, it's not really a question, it's more of a statement, isn't it? Question number 4, please don't pick me. Question number 5, please, dear God, not me. Question number 6, why me? God, you mortals panic too much. Is there any decent questions on this list? Oh, well. Screws up the paper, throws it to one side. You are about to come into a lot of power, Mr. Wauvin. And let me tell you, with great power comes great responsibility. But responsibility in the wrong direction, I will say. I think change is an enormous thing to have. And when it comes down to it, having the opportunity to wreak the absolute most havoc in the world is the greatest change of all of mortal kind. And that's what I'm going to give you. Whether you like it or not, I don't really care, but we're going to give it to you anyway, because that was the deal. I just get to give you what I want, and if you don't behave in the way that I think is chaotic enough, then I get to take things from you. Or I get to change things on you. I'll leave that up for you. However, I would recommend not disappointing me in the future. I would very recommend not disappointing me in the future. Oh, and he leans down and sort of pats where your knee would be. Don't tell anyone of this. This is our little secret between me and you. And I think nobody else would really understand. They just think you've gone completely mad, and you may do, but just between me and you, this is what we're going to do. You will see me in the future, but for now, have it known that I will grant you some powers. I won't tell you what they are. I think it's better if you just learn them along the way. It's much more fun when I watch people learn when they make others suffer, so to speak, on accident. Now, close your eyes, go back to sleep, and everything will be right as rain by morning. Tadio. Your eyes forcefully close, and by the time someone nudges you to wake up for your particular watch, the stool's gone, the person's gone. As far as you're concerned, the surrounding area doesn't look like there's anything to note that there was anybody else walking around the camp. There's no footsteps, there's nothing else. How do you want to proceed? I don't know which one of the awake camp members might have woke you up, either Rurik or Carthus, but one of them would have woke you up.
Wauvin is still a little bit of shock, thinking this was just a dream. Obviously not knowing anything about what the man was talking about. So I would imagine it was just a dream. And I would kind of forcefully wake up. And is it my turn for the watch? And then go and take my watch.
Okay. Is anyone else on second watch? It is 4
I
hours, so anyone
wasn't on
within a
this.
4 hour wake.
I'm on second watch at least.
I mean, it's been 4 hours, so you'd be waking up at this point anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the last watch, but do we need 3? I don't know.
Do you wake up in 4 hours time as well?
No.
Okay,
This is the thing. I would need to be woken.
No, there's already 2 people watching, unless they wake you up deliberately.
Okay. I'm completely out like a light, snoring, mumbling in my sleep.
So Zinon walks over to the horses, check them out to make sure he is still good for the bet he made
Fuck.
with Red.
Horses seem fine. They're sleeping currently.
Okay.
For those of you that are on watch, would you like to make a perception check, please?
Yes.
Yes.
With a nat 20.
Okay. Nat 20 for what? What's the total?
Oh, that's right. I had pluses. 23.
Okay. And
Mine was 22.
22 and 23. Very observant of you all.
We can see everything.
Well, you can't see everything.
I have dark vision.
You know that your dog is sleeping on the bed still. As much as you only need to rest for about 4 hours, your dog needs to rest for a little bit longer. Nothing seems to happen on your watch. There's a few crows hanging around, quawking in the middle of the night for some reason. For both of you, you do seem to see a large flock of crows sort of circling in a particular location. It's not too far away. It seems sort of east. No, sorry, more east. Sort of more northwestish. It's sort of deep in the forest still. But it seems to be a lot of crows hanging around, which usually signifies some form of death happening. That's what birds usually do in that particular situation, is they circle that place for a while. For the rest of the night, nothing else. You get a bit peckish. You know, you've got beef in the wagon to cook if you want to. The fire still goes. You keep it alight for a little bit longer to keep warmth. But even as it turns into sort of early morning on Sunday the 11th, no, sorry, Sunday the 10th, sorry. No, start Sunday. No, I was right the first time. The 11th on the Monday of October. God, I'm really bad. Yeah, even you know, it's lighting up a little bit, but it's still pretty dark. It is now 1, 2, 3, 4, about 3 a.m. in the morning. You know, you've got a couple more hours before the others would wake up. That needs, 6 hours or so, give or take. That'll give you till about 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you guys want to do anything within that time?
Zinon, let me just ask you a question. How often do you have nightmares? I can't remember the last time I had a nightmare myself.
Well, sometimes the night brings terrors, brother.
Oh, well spoken, well spoken. I just had I can't exactly remember what the dream was about. I just remember it wasn't a very good one. And seeming as the last time I can even imagine having had a nightmare was, well, it was back in the Shadowfell. Back when I was a younger boy. So I was just wondering if it was something about the environment we were in, maybe.
It could be. It could be with what we have been through for the last couple of days. We have been on edge for a couple of days now, so it would seem natural.
I guess that makes sense. And then I'm just going to take that as like the quote-unquote final answer to what I presume was just a dream.
Okay.
So do you have any recollection of what might have occurred here, except from obviously people dying, but this doesn't strike me as a bandit camp. And, well, something drag these poor souls out of here.
Didn't some of you notice claw marks on
Yes.
around the area?
Up in the clearing where I slept throughout the night. Claw marks, and also it appears that one of them rather bravely swung a sword at it but missed and hit the tree instead.
Do we know the moon cycle right now?
I'm not.
Like
I'm
a
not.
question to DM: do we know the moon cycle?
You just trying to figure out what the moon looks like at the moment?
Yeah, if
Okay.
it's like
It's warning gibbous moon.
I have to Google that.
Is it full, half? Answer our question.
It was almost full.
Past or before?
Well, you guys know through your traveling that the week towards going to Black Harbor, the full moon rised, and then the full moon stopped rising, so to speak. There was a full moon on Thursday the 7th, which is the day after you arrived at Black Harbor, and you
Mhm.
collected the wagon. You stayed the night there. Through that day, you acquired the other individuals, the hirelings that you have. That night was the full moon. When Friday the 8th came along, full moon started to fade. So this is the moon fading away.
Where I have heard tales of these cursed people, cursed with what would be called lycanthropy, and as the stories go, the people turn into beasts under the full moon.
Yeah, that does not sound very pleasant.
So
But,
it might have been a beast that has attacked these poor souls that has been here before us.
might be.
Well, for those of you who did get good investigation checks, which, if my piece of paper serves me well, Johnny would know that the claw marks left on the bark of the tree trunks
Mhm.
north of the campment, very distinctively, it looks like a humanoid hand. It's just claws that are scraped pretty hard into the trunk of the tree, and there's multiple of those same markings across the trees. Even towards the east side, there are multiple markings of the same kind of claws digging into the bark. Obviously, very, very sharp nails.
I tell that information to Zinon, so he would know about it.
Yeah,
Which
so
I would.
the tales could be true. I don't know, but I remember Father Veyron once told me about these cursed beings. Once, at least.
Well, in that case, that just serves more purpose for being vigilant along the road. I wanna just do like a perimeter check and just look into the woods to see if I can see anything.
Make me a perception check.
That's a 17.
Perimeter seems safe enough. It doesn't look like anything's approaching you. It doesn't look like there's any beasts out there. There's a couple of deers that go by, running by.
Mhm.
There's a wolf that howls in the very distant distance. The main thing you notice is the flock of birds circling a particular area.
I tell Zinon about the fact that there are a bunch of birds, and those birds over there does not that usually signal something is dead beneath them.
Do you think they are flocking a carcass?
That would be my assumption.
Do we have time to investigate that, or do we need to deliver this on time?
We do, which is why I'm thinking of just not informing the rest of the party about those flocks of that flock of birds and head back to the road as soon as possible.
It does seem to be in your direction. It'd be
Okay.
from you guys' perspective. it would still, because you've gone slightly northeast into the forest from the road. From this perspective, it's more northwest, which means if you went west to get back on the road and you go north, you'd eventually find it in the northeast quadrant of the forest again. You don't know. Being that you can see it, it seems to be somewhat close by. You'd presume you'd get back on the road and you'd notice that there seems to be some sort of clearing or something down there that you'd be able to travel to, but you're obviously not certain.
Well, if it's on the road, we will stop and look at it, but if not, we will not take any detours, I reckon.
If it's in our path, I agree. We could help. Or at least check it out. But I don't think we can spare the time.
And then I'm going to just sit down and just look over my equipment to see that it's in good condition. And if any of it needs mending, I'm going to use the mending cantrip on it. Just making sure that my equipment is in tip-top shape for whatever we encounter.
A lot of your equipment is in tip-top shape. You keep it in tip-top shape on a regular basis. Doesn't look like it needs any repairs or anything, but you give it a good clean. Couple of hours pass by. The rest of you start raking up those who need a full night rest. For those of you that, yeah, no, everyone should be waking up at this point. It's still dark. The fire is still providing light, but it is still dark as we head into 5 o'clock in the morning. Some of you may be more hungry than others. The dog is at the door of the wagon, laying down, waiting for something specific. Every time someone starts walking in that direction, it pops its head up, excitedly wags its tail. When they leave,
Seems like
puts its head
the
back
dog
down.
has a point. I think we should have steak for breakfast this time.
But hey,
You know what?
Morning,
Red.
boys.
Red, it looks like you
Yeah.
owe me 5 silver.
The 2 horses are still here.
I look at him like half asleep, like, ugh. And I chuck him 5 silver.
Well, Jack, you lose 5 silver. Zinon, you gain 5 silver.
And I walk off grumbling as I head to the water to go wake myself up.
Okay. You sort of stumble around a little bit, sort of stepping in dry bits of bloody grass as you head towards the water. Dog just waits patiently at the wagon door.
Go to the wagon, pet the dog.
Dog gets
And,
excited when you get close and you pet him, and still wags its tail, but it's less excited.
You ungrateful, gluttonous beast. Well, Salgama, go to the others.
It whines, but gets up and heads to the campsite.
So, Carthus, how many steaks are we getting for breakfast?
I mean, there is 3 for each person.
Yeah, but
It's
then, like,
16-ounce steaks, dude.
No, actually, sorry, we are 5 and we got 12, so there would be like, just quickly, it would be 1 for each, and then some leftovers.
A steak a day keeps the doctor away.
It really does.
yeah, except that we have one person who does not eat steak.
True,
apparently.
actually. So that would be 4 people for 3 steaks per person.
Yes, but we are
Who
not
doesn't
eating
eat
3
steak?
steaks this morning. Come on, man.
Who doesn't eat steak?
I no longer eat meat.
see.
That's quite the heavy breakfast, brother. 3 steaks at this hour.
But,
I don't think that's good for you.
Well, we don't need to eat all of the steaks now, but it's. But at least want one of them proper breakfast, you know.
Yeah. You have a point. Do we have like cooking supplies in the
Yep.
carriage?
There's with the wagon, there's plenty of additional options to hang stuff and secure stuff on the outside. You took the precautions of hanging your cooking ware on the outside of the cart. When you found the cart in Black Harbor.
Yeah.
So all your cooking pots, frying pans, all hanging on the side of the cart, chilling out, waiting to be used.
Nice. Then I grab one of the pans and a few steaks.
Mhm.
Like, walk over to I would assume, like at least smaller fire now than it has been burning all night.
Yeah.
Start to prepare the meat.
Okay. You you got your pan at the ready. You settle everything down. You get ready to start cooking on it, so you don't have to worry too much, and you just pop. You can fit about 2 of those steaks in that pan, just about. But you can only fit about 2 at a time, and even then, you'll know you're overcrowding the pan.
Yeah.
It takes about maybe, depending on how you like your steak, it'll take about roughly 20 minutes of cook time, depending on how you want it. If you want it medium, sort of medium rare, it'll take a little less. If you want it well done, it'll take a little bit longer. But on an open fire like this, which is dwindling and overcrowding a pan, 2 at a time, it'll take you a little while to cook them all.
I'll just go for cooking it from medium because that's the way I like it, and that's the way everyone should like it.
Nobody gets a choice in the matter. You're having medium steak. 16-ounce steak.
A
So-
hefty meal.
With cooking going on one side,
right
what
back.
is Red doing? Okay, never mind. We'll go back to the cooking site. Fucker. Okay. Steaks get cooked. Give me a survival check, please, John.
Survival.
Yeah.
Please don't burn it.
That's a 15.
15.
Oh.
The first 2 come out medium. Perfect for you. You put them on plates, and you give them out to first come first serve basis. The other 2 come out just the same. Perfect. There's nothing particularly special about these steaks when you do eat them. They are just medium done steaks. Still pretty good. And they're 16 ounces, give or take.
Well, these would do good with some salt, I think. But otherwise, pretty good.
Do you have
job
that?
there.
Do you have that on you?
No, then I wouldn't have said it, would I?
Then stop complaining.
You're lucky you're getting fed. It wasn't in the contract.
Fair point.
So I'll cut off a piece and toss it to the dog.
Dog very excitedly lunges towards the meat on the floor and gobbles it all up. You're pretty sure it doesn't chew it.
It just swallows
Like
like a seagull.
Yeah. It just doesn't make all the noises.
Sorry about that. My kitten started making a really weird wheezing noise.
Well, now that you're back, what are you doing on the water side of the encampment?
I'm just waking myself up, splashing some water in my face, like cleaning my hands a bit. I've taken my boots off, and I'm just wading in the water a little bit.
Okay.
With my,
By the time you're done with that, you can smell that the steaks are done. If you are the one that wants a steak,
I don't
16
even know
ounce.
about the steaks. It's
Yeah,
going to be a
well.
pleasant surprise when I return.
When you get a steak on your plate, it's a perfect medium steak. It's about 16 ounces or so. Obviously, a little less than what you would originally intended it to be, seen as cooking would reduce the water content inside. But it's still pretty hefty steak for the morning. It's better than rations, unless you don't like it medium.
This is a bit overcooked for me.
It's perfect.
If it's a little bit overcooked for you, you can go eat one raw.
If that doesn't meet your standards, it meets the dog's standards.
Well,
I'm sure the
anything
No,
dog
meets the
wouldn't.
dog
It's fine.
standards.
I'll just eat it. It's fine. It's whatever.
Whatever, I don't care.
It is perfect medium though. So
We should hurriedly eat and get back on the road.
you feed the horses. The dog finishes small bits of steak. It's excited. It's had more steak. But you're worried that maybe it's slightly overfed, considering you're not too sure how much it ate the other day on the road. You're not too sure how much it gobbled down of raw red meat.
Yeah. Kind of trying to watch the dog's weight, right?
Yeah, don't a fat dog. But
A
for
fat dog is a happy dog. Okay, let's be honest.
as the sun begins to rise, it comes up to about 7 o'clock. Sun starts to rise up. You all notice the crows in the slight distance. They are circling around and around again. They seem to have gathered more, which seems to have indicate that there is potentially a lot of corpse or death in that area. But you all do notice that. And as the day starts for obviously Monday, the 11th, you know, you've got a few days' journey left over. As long as everything goes okay, you should get there with plenty of time to spare.
Yeah, no time to rest, so the crows will have their feast alone. In my
Well, as
opinion,
you
at least.
as you begin to travel, about an hour's down into your journey, you do notice a dirt path road off to one side, to the right hand side. And when you look down that path, you do notice that the crows are down there. That seems to be where the crows are down there. Just from this distance alone, you can tell this seems to be probably someone's home. Just like a cabin off the side of the road. They're not connected to any form of town or village nearby. It's just some poor person's homestead that they've tried to make here.
We don't know about the crows though, do we?
No, you all see the crows. There's a lot of crows. It's hard to
Oh.
miss them.
I just thought we didn't know because when they were talking this morning, they said thinking we shouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, but that was them in
So-
conversation. You've all woken up. It's becoming daylight. And an hour down the road, you see where the crows are essentially crowding around and circling over.
Hey, Zinon, there's some more of your friends over there, and a lot of them. Jesus.
Sinon just looks over. Well, those are clearly crows. My queen communicated with us through a raven.
What's the difference?
Well, I will just give the explanation that Alex gave earlier with the crows cawing and the ravens like fucking gurgling out their sounds.
Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, either way, that looks interesting, right? But why is there so many crows in that one spot?
Do you want to check it out?
Hmm.
Because you are free to do so, but that would be on your own accord.
Do I know the fact that crows sometimes. Can I roll to know if I know that crows generally will surround corpses or dead bodies?
It's general knowledge. It's
General knowledge, so I
it's
probably know
general knowledge. You would know about it. You've probably seen it in the past. You know, maybe on a corpse just hanging around, there'd be less crows. Maybe 1 or 2 on the body pecking at maggots or something like that. With
Hmm.
this many, this is a high intensity amount of crows in one area. You know, there's like an entire flock, and you've never seen something like that before.
that. I jump off the cart, and I kind of head towards it a little
Okay.
bit, just
Is
seeing
anyone
if I
else?
get a bit closer, I can see anything.
Is anyone else following?
Nope, I stay with the cart.
Likewise, I'll
Also,
keep it
is the
close.
cart moving at this point?
No, we have halted, but just on the road.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't stay too long.
And
Anyone
I draw
following?
my sword.
Is anyone following?
No, it doesn't
No.
seem like it.
No.
Not-
Chav, you following?
Yes, I will follow.
Okay. And Chris, Rurik, are you following?
No, I'm staying with the cart.
Okay, 3 stay with the cart and 2 individuals. Okay. So for Red and Carthus, you head down the road. You're still within seeing distance of the party, of the wagon. Although, you know, you've traveled about 180 foot down the road. You can see an opening up. You can see that there is an abandoned building. It's been an abandoned building for a while because there seems to be a tree growing through it. The roof is still intact in places, but it's definitely been abandoned. However, can you both give me a perception check?
Why, yeah. That would be a 7.
Okay, Chav.
20.
Hey.
That's a dirty 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 20, you can see that there are trails of blood being dragged through part of that forest towards the building. There seems to be many trails of blood. It's not just 3, there seems to be quite a bit.
Are any of
Um,
them in the direction of the camp that we come from?
There's a lot. There are 3 coming from the direction that would have been from the campment.
Okay.
They have dried up. They do look similar to the ones that were at the camp, especially at the time of leaving. And they do seem to be dragged towards the building. The
Okay.
place is not exactly overrun. It's abandoned for sure. There are windows broken. The walls caved in one section. The doors sort of holding on for dear life. Most of the windows are probably rotted through, so you could break them through pretty quickly. The tree growing through the building is a clear sign of an abandonment. The roof's in patches. Some of the walls are in patches. Doesn't look in fantastic condition.
Okay.
Carthus, I'm starting to think this was a bad idea.
It'll only be a bad idea to enter that building alone. We can always turn back.
Hmm. 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 We probably should tell them that what we've seen.
Oh, without a doubt.
Carthus, you
Okay.
suddenly see a dark figure across one of the front windows. Darts to the right very quickly. You're pretty positive it's not just a shadow. You're pretty sure you saw something, but it was too quick for you to really discern.
There's something in there.
Huh? Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of blood leading to it, so there must be something in there, right?
No, I mean, I just saw something.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry. It was just your reaction. Huh?
Huh?
Right.
Hmm.
I don't know if we should shout out to them. Shall we?
I mean,
Just,
how far did we walk to get to where we are?
Like I said, about 180 feet. You can still see the wagon down the road, but yeah, you can still see them. If you shout loud enough, maybe they'll hear you.
right.
Hmm.
I'm
Why
going
don't you?
to. You should probably stay back.
I was going to go knock on the door.
Oh, you were you? I'm not so sure that's a smart idea, but you know.
Are you guys whispering? Are you trying to sneak at all?
Oh no. I mean, I haven't been at least.
No, I'm not. I'm not shouting, but I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not.
It's at this point that you both hear a crash inside the building. Pottery, something goes. Something crashes. Makes a loud crashing sound.
I think you're right. I think there is something in there.
What led you
Hmm.
to that one, detective?
How far off is the house from where we're stood?
The house is about 60 feet from you. You would imagine in its prime there would be a fencing line about where you're standing. Obviously, it would be someone's home. You don't see a fencing line. You don't see anything of fencing lines. You just imagine that in its prime, that's where it would be. So
See.
you're about at the entrance of the land of the property, so to speak.
So here's what I'm thinking, Carthus. I'm
Yeah.
thinking you go get the guys.
Mhm.
I'll have a little look, see through the window.
Or we could both get them, and then you don't get mauled to death.
True.
Does that sound like a good
No.
idea?
Mm.
I'll happily go and get them if you promise not to step a foot further towards that building that has an inordinate amount of blood around it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do that. I will not move from this spot.
Just as an FYI, this map is not to scale. This was done very, very late. I did not get time to finish it today.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm
when
going
I
to
say
head-
down the road, they're a bit of a distance. Just use your imagination, okay? Map not to scale.
Okay, I'm gonna make it a bit of the way. I'm going to look back to make sure he's not moved because I absolutely do not doubt that he will just go up to and try and give whatever is inside a hug.
At that point, you see that I'm already like, move out of the way, cat. I'm already like here.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna shout to him, Red,
Yes.
careful.
You
I
hear
am. I've not
scuttling
moved a
inside of the
muscle.
building as you shout out for Red. You just hear scuttling along
So-
like wooden planks, essentially.
Do we hear that he's shouting to Red?
You hear him shouting. You don't hear him say Red. You just hear shouting. You hear shout.
Okay, so Zinon starts walking towards them as he hears
Okay.
the shouts.
You guys sort of make it about halfway between the roads. So, road being 180 feet down, you'd go about. What's half of 8? Not half of 8. What's half of
4?
180?
Oh,
90. About 90 feet. You sort of meet partway through there, and you sort of meet up with each other. At this point,
Okay.
you don't have eyes on Red either. So, Red, what are you doing?
I would like to. See that window's broken. Can I see that window's broken from where I am?
Yeah, you can see that window's broken. You can see a trail of blood going towards the main door. You can see the rubble over here that seems to have collapsed a wall. That window looks moldy as fuck. That window looks broken.
So I can't see through this window.
I mean, you
I can't see.
can, but it's moldy as fuck. It's black mold all over it on the wood. The glass pane is all dirty and sort of misted. You can still sort of see glimpses. Like you can sort of peer through some of the clearer bits. You can see it's a dark hallway, but you can't see anything else really.
Okay. I'm
In
gonna
fact, give me a d20 when you open that window. Give me a d20.
just a d20.
Just a d20.
11.
Okay. You sort of you peek the window, and for a moment you hear scuttling along the floor. It scuttles around on the wooden floor. You're pretty sure it's in that hallway currently. And then you hear a door open in the distance. You can hear it sort of.
Interesting.
Now back to the two meet up and on the middle of the road with Zinon and Carthus.
I reckon the second Zinon walked towards Carthus, we all just took the carriage in there, assuming that something had gone wrong, considering shouting.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
everyone's
agree
going
on that
down there now.
assessment, so we are
Okay.
going down that way, yeah.
Okay.
With the horses.
You guys meet up 90 feet down the road. Carthus, now being 90 feet away from the main entrance, leaving Red behind and unattended to. You meet up.
Zinon. There is a dilapidated building down there that I believe to be the source of whatever happened at the campsite we were previously resting at. Of course, I said that we should fall back and inform you, but Red's alone there, so well, you can only imagine. I can only imagine. We should probably go and see that he's not been eaten already. There's a lot of blood, and there's definitely something inside.
Now that, my good friend Carthus, sounds like a splendid idea. And I assume that we will take the. Oh, sorry, forgot to take the horses a bit closer up.
Tie them to some tree, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys travel 90 feet and you're coming up. In that time of traveling, what does Red do at the front door?
I open it. Oh, well, actually, I go. I go. Hello, and I open the door.
Okay. Most important question of all. Do you push or pull?
Fuck you.
Ooh, push.
I'm
I'm going for push.
You going for push? You got to push the door open, and the door thuds. It's not a push door.
I
You
go.
piece of shit.
I chuckle to myself, and I go fuck, and I open the door outwards.
You pull the door outwards towards you. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. Oh, that's a 1. Everybody.
You
The
That is
second-
a nat. That is a
I'll-
nat 1.
I would just want to point out the fact that the second he just opened that door, my sword and shield was already out and just ready to pounce.
Red, you open the door. You forget that this building seems to be dilapidated and old and there's a tree growing through it. And for some reason, you think the door has enough strength on its hinges. You pull the door open. The hinges fall off. The door is coming straight towards you. You do not have the reflexes to dodge the door. For some reason, you just keep hold of the handle. And so it falls down, and it falls down on top of you, and you are now prone with the front door on top of you.
Perfect.
As
You
we
hear a
then-
muffled "ow" from underneath the door.
as we
You
then
guys arrive just in
arrive
time
at
to
the
see him
scene.
open the door and it pull off and him fall over with the door on top of him.
You fool. You're hardly a
shouldn't-
match for a door.
You
I'll have you know that
shouldn't
door was very
I mean-
dexterous.
What did you think would happen if you ran into one of the freaks inside the building?
I've got fast legs, me.
Yeah, it does look like that.
You're so
I-
fast you can't outrun an inanimate object.
Like
Okay.
I say, the door was very dexterous. Have you seen this door? I knock on it.
A piece
Solid
of wood
oak.
falls off.
Oh.
Solid. What'd you say?
Maybe not so solid oak.
He knocks on a piece of rotten wood, and it just crumbles and turns to dust on top of him.
How did that taste?
I didn't taste it.
I think you did.
I think you enjoyed it.
I'm going
Just a little.
to help him to his feet.
Okay. For any of you that are interested, when you peer where the front door would be, you see a half corpse in front of you. There's legs further up and half a corpse in front of you, top half. The middle section has been completely sort of sheared off. Totally dead body. Looks like maybe it's been here for a few days on the first glance. Dried blood is in the hallway quite a bit, including down the hall where the broken wall would be.
I would just like to say, when I need to hear you say his name again. Wauvin?
Wauvin.
Valvin?
Mhm.
Valvin, when he helped me to my feet, I go, oh, thank you, darling.
I'm going to tell the dog to stay put by the horses.
Okay.
I assume animal handling.
No, it follows your command.
I
Oh, okay.
turned to Zinon. Hey, fancy another 5 silver?
The horses again.
No, I joke. I kid.
I shall step in front of this.
You have a terrible track record going right now, so I would advise against this.
So, it seems that everyone is content on actually doing this, how cleaning out this house. So,
Well, now we are here. So
very true, very true.
Yes.
On a quarter for red. So let us go inside then and see what we can find.
Stepping past this extremely competent man who should definitely be in charge of the group, and may I investigate this corpse?
Yes.
To
Roll
see
investigation
what may
check.
have caused it to be sheared in half.
Oh, by the
gonna-
way,
I'm gonna
just
walk past
just a
them.
quick heads up.
Mhm.
I did, before knocking on the door, hear some scuttling, a door opening, and then a door slamming closed again. Just for your information. He's probably in the
Thank
room.
Good
Don't
work.
Thank you.
As Zinon raises his voice, don't you think that's critical information?
Yes, that's why I said it.
That would be a 13 on the investigation check.
Sorry,
Valvin is
I was
standing here.
a bit preoccupied with a large, solid oak door.
Big wood.
The handle falls off the door.
Solid, as then Zinon points to the door.
The doorknob just rolls across. For a 13 on investigation check, you can discern this corpse has had most of its blood drained, whether that be on the floor. There are all sorts of wounds, mostly claw marks, but there are also many puncture holes on the body. Can you roll me a history check?
Yes. Is this with advantage? Or because I have advantage in history checks for I believe it's fiends and that sort of thing.
Let me check your character sheet quickly.
I just want to point out, Jack, remember what happened the last time you went ahead of the group in a dungeon?
Yeah, if you can not keep going. Yeah, advantage. Go for it.
Okay. Nine.
Nice.
It's like it'll be the worst roll with advantage I've ever done.
Ah, yes, he's dead.
He's been cut in
You
half. Good lord.
you see the claw marks, you see the puncture wounds, and you just can't. They're wounds. That's all you can make out. That's how he's died, or this individual's died. Inflicted wounds, puncture wounds on the neck, on the face, cheekbone, chest, sternum, stomach, ribs. There's claw marks on the arms, underarms, elbows, claw marks tracing the chest And if you go to investigate the legs, it's the same sort of deal. There are lots of puncture wounds on the thighs, and
Yes.
claw marks are down the legs as well.
So I
Wow.
can't help but notice in Carthus there. By the way, is there a door behind Carthus?
Yes.
I
It's very
can't-
hard to see because the tree's growing through the walls.
I can't help but notice, but there is a door right behind you, Carthus. So, Red, if you stand by that door over there, do not do anything else, and then we will look in this door, because then we won't be surprised by anything. How does that sound?
I'll see.
Can you guard the door? There's very important things in there. Think of it as your duty.
My duty, huh?
Yes.
You know I'm not 12.
Yeah, well, you might as well be. And then I'm gonna stand up on the door and be ready to walk inside.
The only way you could have said that better is you could have fooled me.
You could fool me, yeah.
Okay.
Right,
So who's going through this door?
I
On
will. He has his blade drawn. Of course, I do as well. But I will.
Mhm.
Is this a push or a pull? I want to gently try each direction, just to make sure that a door doesn't come crashing down on me. Like,
You go to
certain-
pull it, and it seems to not really want to give, and you go to slightly push it, and it seems to open up, so it's a push door.
okay, so I will push it.
Okay.
Quietly and slowly.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay. Oh dear, disadvantage. It's okay. 14.
Okay. You push open the door, it creaks. You have a bit of difficulties. You hear branches snapping and curling and all sorts of foliage being moved. You presume that it's the tree that's kind of in the way of the door, but you do get past it eventually. You open it enough just to squeeze yourself through.
I'm going to tell Carthus that before he enters. Well, considering that Red heard a door open and slam shut, I do not think this is the door.
At which
No.
point
Yes.
you hear a door open from the.
Are you opening the
walk over
door
to-
in the hallway next
Yes.
to you?
I walk
I
over
got
to
told
Red,
not to do it, so I'm going to do it.
You
and I try to just grab his shoulder and just silently just shake my head.
And I look at you, and I nod my head, and I open the door.
okay?
Do you
well,
pull or do you push?
I'm going to pull this time, and I swear to fucking God.
Are you stealthing or are you not? You're not giving a shit.
No,
Okay.
I'm chaotic.
You go to use the doorknob and you go to pull it and it slams shut. It's a push door.
You audibly hear me go, and I push the door.
You push the door open. As you go to push the door, give me a strength check, please.
Ooh. Strength. 22.
You go to push the door open and you're suddenly met with force. You hear scraping along the floor as something is clearly trying to prevent the door being opened. You hear hissing, growling. You see spit and drool past the gap of the door that you have slightly open. Before you force it open, you push it. You hear whatever is inside audibly sort of have a anguish as it gets slightly hurt being pushed away. I need you to roll initiative, please.
Us all.
Yeah, you can all roll initiative.
I have minus
Oh,
1 to
shoot.
initiative, so 14.
Bum, 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 bum,
I
bum.
got a 19.
Right, well, don't forget to add your initiatives. Also, I'm going to
jeez.
put
Nice.
Carl right in there. Put you there. because you entered the room before this happened, so you're in the other room now.
He didn't though, because I stopped him.
Did you stop
before
him?
He went. Yeah, I stopped him before. Considering how much force he had to push through it, I ascertained that it was not the right door.
Okay, I'll put him back.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna put Jack in the doorway because he opened the door.
Yeah.
No, I tried to pull him away from it, so I guess I'm
No,
right behind
don't
him.
do it! Don't do it, Red. Okay, I understand opening the door anyway. All right, we're all done with initiative. We have 19 at the top of the table. Balvin, what is your dexterity, please?
0. Like, it's a 10, so it's a 0 modifier.
What for Balvin? Not
Oh,
Zinon,
I think-
Balvin. Johnny.
Oh, I put in the number on the wrong thing. My bad. I'm the
Oh.
19.
Oh, okay. Balvin, what was
I'm
yours?
sorry.
17.
Okay. So Xenon, yours is 10. Okay. So technically.
Time for beer.
Okay. At the top of the table, first of all, Red, you are greeted with a very dilapidated old man. He is pale as hell. He's got blood on his face, both dry and fresh. His hands and arms are covered in blood, including his completely destroyed jeans. He doesn't have boots. His shirt is completely ripped through. In fact, in some areas of his body, you can see bone. His eyes, his pupils are super dilated. He is hissing audibly at you. He does not seem like an ordinary man. What I will do, for those who want a closer up, as I will get that for you right now. Where's my monster token tab? Here it is. There you go. In the NPC channel for you guys, you will see what that man looks like.
Lovely.
What a charmer.
The moment I see him, I go, "Hello there, friend."
It's not friend shaped there, mate.
Hisses at you. Sounds like a cat in part, but it hisses at you. You can see the bone in his arm come sort of there. It's bloody. He's got red eyes. Does not look like a normal man. That being said, he gets to go first. So, what to do? What to do? What to do? Okay. Passes that check. It's free to do as it wants. Just as a heads up, you are covered by the top floor. There are a few holes here and there, but for most of this, it is in shade and shadows. Okay?
Mhm.
That being said, he is going to attempt to grapple Red. He's going to grab your arm.
Okay.
This means I got to figure out the grapple conditions. I'll never remember the grapple conditions. Grapple.
Target must succeed on a strength/dex saving throw, or it has the grapple condition.
Okay. So what we'll do is between it will pick one, and you will pick whether you want to be strength and or dexterity saving throw. And it will pick what it wants to fight with. It is going to go. Okay. Okay, I've got my number. If you can roll your saving throw, please.
15.
You are now grappled.
Perfect.
It has grabbed your arm. It has pulled
Mhm.
you. It pulled you towards him, and you are now grappled, and the door has shut behind you.
Shut behind me.
Because he's pulled you more forward. No one's particularly holding the door, so the door's shut behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
So should I move to like here?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. But you are now grappled.
Okay.
That is its action. It doesn't have any bonus action, so we'll go again. Who's next? Zinon, what would you like to do?
Do we count our losses, or do we need him?
Unfortunately, brother, I feel like we need him.
So,
Leave no man behind.
with the state of the building, Zinon like braces himself behind his shield and tries to ram through the door.
Was a push door after all.
Yeah, you can do that.
What do you want me to roll?
Well, I mean, it's a dilapidated door. You can just push through it. It's not got much strength behind it. You can just turn the knob as you go forward. You don't need to specifically rush in.
Or the door goes down.
You want to force the door down.
Like
On
I
top of Red.
I want to force myself through the door.
Right. Okay. Now I get you. Make me a strength check, please.
So that's 21.
Okay. You push through the door. Oddly enough, you make a Zinon-shaped hole through the door. The wood has completely given out. It's a dilapidated building. It's been sat in outside sort of weather. There's holes. There's wet coming through. There's not much here. You sort of burst through the door. You make a Xenon-sized hole through the door. The door frame technically still being there, still standing. And you are greeted with this, festering, palish man, blood all over his face, top and bones showing, and blood everywhere. You notice he is grappling. Red.
Like grabbing him by the arm, or just like
He's got him by the
full on?
arm at the moment. He is still in the grappled condition. Red is, but he just has the chance to grab the arm.
Okay.
I
Can
notice
first
you
swing
charging.
at the creature's arm that's holding Red?
Mhm.
Just aiming for the arm that's holding Red. And that's a 9 to hit.
Nope, you miss. Sorry, you hit the wooden floorboard on the bottom instead of the arm, nearly catching Red's toes. Would you
That
like to
could
do
have
anything
gone
else?
better.
Would you like to do anything else?
That's my action. I don't really have bonus actions that's useful right now. So that's my turn.
Okay. In that case, next up, Valvin, what would you like to do?
Because
Oh,
you have
also
moved through
move
the
it-
door.
Yeah,
Through
your
the
token for
through the door.
I've moved the
Okay.
token for you.
I'm going to walk up, like, because I assume I can't get behind, or I assume I can't get by Zinon.
Yeah,
at
so
this
the
point.
the door is technically still there, but there is a Xenon-sized hole through the door. There's a patch in the middle where it's slightly wider, where he went through with his shield
Mhm.
first.
Yeah.
So Xenon's not
Jesus.
fat; it's just a shield.
I can see the this man from where I'm currently standing.
You see glimpses of the individual. You can't. You
Okay.
see blood. You see blue jeans. You see pale. You don't see facial features. You kind of have glimpses.
So I can ascertain that Red is grabbed, right? Or
You
like
can, it's very hard to make out. You have Zinon in front of you. Red's, I would assume, is currently struggling with the grapple. Um, it's so hard to say. And I'd say you probably don't have line of sight on the enemy.
so I'm going to then like kind of like push Xenon a little bit into like the corner.
Excuse me,
And-
excuse me.
Push yourself back.
Yeah, no, essentially like with my shield, I'm going to like push him to the side. And the second I make eye contact with this thing,
Yeah.
I'm going to get like a little bit jumped, as in like scared, and I'm going to
Mhm.
shoot my hand forward, and I will use Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You are within 5 feet if you are casting Eldritch Blast. So that would be a
I'm
disadvantage.
standing like here, dude. Like I'm in the doorway.
You're
That's
still
a
in-
stretch.
You're I would say if you're in the doorway, you're on top of you said you've
Okay.
pushed through. You're in
Okay,
the same
I'll-
square. You're rolling disadvantage if you're firing.
I'll
Eldritch
roll
Blast.
with disadvantage. So first is a 15, and second is a 23. So that's a 15 hit.
It does. Roll for damage.
That's max damage. It's 10.
10. What damage
Yep.
is that? Force damage?
Let me just double check. Yeah, force.
Okay.
Pressed it instead of looking at it.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm just going to look down at my fist and like, what the fuck?
Are you sure that's the end of your turn?
I'm going to. Well, actually, I will teleport.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
Sorry.
I'm gonna teleport in here.
Okay.
And then taunt the vampire or the man that I see in front of me. I don't know what I did, but that looked like it hurt. And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up, Red. You're currently grappled. What would you like to do? I believe you are currently technically also restrained.
What's the
explain
difference?
So your speed is 0. You can't move.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage on all attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. The grappler can drag you or carry you when it moves, but it costs 1 extra foot of movement if it is dragging. So you can't move unless you try to break the grapple.
Can I attack? Can I try and slice his hand off?
You can attempt to.
I would like to try and slice his arm off
Okay.
to
Attack.
free myself.
Attack is normal.
Yes. I mean, would that break? If I managed to actually slice his arm off, would that manage to break my grapple? I'm assuming it would.
I'd say roll first and then find out after.
19.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. I'm only one-handed, so I need a D8. Eight plus 4.
So what's
12
that, 12?
damage.
12 will do. Okay. You don't cut the hand off. You do quite a bit of damage. You slice into the skin. It winces in pain a little bit. It hisses at you. It's drooling. It's spitting at you essentially. But it's still got you grappled. You didn't break the grapple condition, so you're still 0 movement at the moment.
Perfect.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. So, as part of my class, whenever I do damage with a whenever I do damage, I can apply a seal, a magical seal, and then can I blow that up in the same turn?
So what's the
not
verdict on the
sure.
seal?
Well, I can apply the seal. I'm just trying to figure out if I can burn the seal at in the same turn. When an interdicted creature within 30 feet of you takes damage from any source other than a seal burned, you can burn any number of seals you placed on them. So
you
I'm
haven't
guessing I think I need to
placed-
wait until it's damaged next, basically.
Yeah, you need to place the seal before damaging it, and then you can expend the seal.
Okay, so the area that I hit him with the sword, the weakened area, I'm going to apply a seal there.
On your turn, you can place a magical seal on a creature within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
You can either place this seal when you hit that target with a weapon attack, no action required, or you can use a bonus action to place this seal on the target you can see within range. It'll
Yeah.
last for 1 minute. So yeah, you can apply it, but you can't expend it yet.
Yeah. Done.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
All right, my turn.
Yes. Rurik, what would you like to do?
All right, I will move so I get line of sight with the thing. I guess I get it right here,
Mhm.
right?
Well, don't forget you've got the measured ruler tool. 15 feet, yeah. With line of sight, again, difficult to say. Xenon's kind of in the way. You can get glimpses of the enemy. I'd say it's pretty difficult for line of sight at the moment.
Yeah, well, I was planning on using some magic still. But I can move closer to it, I guess.
It's your movement speed, like
25,
it.
so this is my maximum. But am I now... Can I now see the target better?
Again, it's difficult. Xenon's in the way. There's a lot of movement. You can see glimpses of things happening. I'd say, unfortunately, not. I'd say the same as Wauvin. It's no line of sight right now. It's mostly because Xenon's in the way in the doorway. You could always ready an action instead. Chris?
Yeah, the thing is that I am trying to work out what I really want to try, because this... Well... Do we know that this creature do not, like sunlight?
You don't know anything about it. You just don't know what the creature is at the moment, so. As far as you're concerned, it's combat capable in sunlight as well as the shadows.
Alright, that's my turn then.
You can always ready a turn. If you ready a spell, you cast it as normal, expending any resources you would use to cast it. It's just a trigger, so it depends on the trigger. So as soon as you get line of sight per se, you could cast it. You need basically what ready action does is you can ready your action right now, and your action is ready before the start of your next turn. So if Zinon gets out of the way when it comes to his turn, and you have line of sight on the target, you can then expend your spell per se for line of sight.
Yeah, but the issue was that I was planning on doing two things, but I cannot see because there is someone in the way, so I cannot do either of the things.
So do you just want to
So
end your turn?
I end my turn.
Okay. Next up, Carthus. What would you like to do?
Well, okay. How How strong roughly is this wall? Is this? I assume it's relatively like weak and damp.
There's mold, it's damp, black mold on the wall. At this point, you feel like you could probably make a sizable chunk and get through. But it's
Yes,
going
I
to
want
take
to
a.
smash a hole in it.
Okay. Are you doing that with a weapon, or are you just going to attempt to push by brute strength?
No, I'm gonna do that with like the pommel of my sword.
Okay. Make me roll to hit then.
22.
22. You spend your action beating down the wood. It's very easy for you to beat down the wood. Again, it's rotten, it's moldy, it's wood, it's been exposed for such a long time, it's all sort of rotten and shit. It doesn't take long for you to beat down a sizable chunk, enough for you to push yourself through a gap. First of all, you see the vampire, the weakened state of it, so to say. You see it just pale, bloodied, completely out of its mind, per se.
Yep.
It's got red by the arm. What would you like to do? You have expended your action.
Yes, I will now prick my finger
Mhm.
to draw blood, and I will use my blood curse of binding
Okay.
on the creature. So
Remind me what that
I
does.
need, it reduces the creature's speed to 0, and it cannot take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So, but it needs to make a strength saving throw.
I will make it have a strength saving throw. Roll a 5.
You are now bound, foul beast.
It's just hissing and snarling at red. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Top of the table for round 2. This weakened humanoid creature is going to attempt to bite red. So, red, does a 17 hit?
It does not.
No.
My AC is 18.
Okay. In that case, you sort of see it lunge its head towards you. It is. You see it attempt to bite your wrist, and you just manage to pull your arm back enough for it to miss. That is the end of its turn. Next in the table, Zinon, what would you like to do?
I shout, Zinon, I could really use with an extra hand. Literally. Since my
So,
hand is grabbed.
Man, that's so funny. He laughs so hard and he lets you die.
Exactly.
yeah, I attack red.
As I say it, I pull the troll face, you know, the old school meme.
um, I try to move around.
Okay. That's 25 feet of movement.
And try to hack at the vampire or the creature's arm that's grabbing red again.
Alright, make a roll to hit.
I'll do my best to give you an extra arm, and I swing. And that's a natural 1.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit, Chief. Again, you sort of go in for the attack. There's so much jostling and unnatural movement. You know, you slam your your weapon into the floorboard again. This time almost hitting Red's other foot.
You hate my feet or something.
It's not your feet that's the problem. It's what the feet are attached to.
Ah, wait.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Next up, Valvin, what would you like to do?
I'm going to walk up behind it and use my scimitar to slash across its back.
Make a roll to hit.
That would be with advantage, right?
The
Or is it not
prob-
because he's prone?
He's not prone, he's grappled.
Oh, well, grappled.
So he's not
So that-
exactly in the state to give you proper flanking.
No.
So I would say
Yeah.
at the moment, no advantage.
Yeah, okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that hits. Roll for damage.
What a surprise. That is 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Is that the end of your turn?
I would also like to I'd like to burn my seal upon that damage. It doesn't matter if it comes from me or anyone else. I can burn it as long as it gets damaged.
Okay, what does burning the seal do?
It does 1d6 fire damage.
Roll a 1d6.
3. But
Mhm.
it does burn into fire, and it's on his weak spot. Does he still have an arm?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the. And I'm going to take one step back and then.
It can't make a
Might
reaction even if it had one. So.
Yeah.
End of your turn, Valvin?
My turn.
Red, what do you like to do? You're still grappled. It's trying to bite you. What are you doing?
I'll just take another swing at the same spot if possible.
Make a roll to hit.
18?
Yes.
No, sorry, 17.
Still hits.
Also 100. What are we saying, dice? 3 plus 4, 7 damage in
7
the same
damage.
spot.
Okay. Seven damage.
Does he
Nice,
still have
well.
an arm?
Yes.
Oh my lord.
So the flesh is what is determined as exposed. The bone is still pretty strong. It's bone.
It's a sword. But okay.
I mean, if
That's
you want to
fine.
break bone, you kind of need bludgeoning.
True.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I suppose I'll just apply another seal.
Okay. So another seal's been applied. Rurik, what would you like to do? You now have line of sight on the creature.
Nice. I will use Shield of Faith on yes, Mr. Red.
Okay. What does Shield of Faith do?
Shield of Faith is a concentration spell, a shimmering field surrounding a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to your AC for the duration,
So
which
you
is
now
10
have
minutes.
19 AC, Jack.
I will add additional magic bonus. 2. Nice. Thank you.
All right, and I will then use Sacred Flame on the creature. And this one requires that it's an attack for Dexterity saving throw 13, and then I will roll for damage after. Or I can do it right
It
away.
got a 13, so meets it, beats it.
And then Yeah, okay. Yeah, then it doesn't do anything.
Okay. Okie dokie.
That's the end of my turn.
Carthus, what would you like to do?
I will.
You can
hit-
go through. You can go through the wall
Oh, I can.
because you busted it. Remember, you busted the wall.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I'd made it. Okay. I will. I think I might attack
Attack with advantage.
with advantage. Oh, okay.
You've started a flanking procedure. You have Zinon on the other side. You don't. You only get the +2 bonus, so you're only plussing an additional 2 to hit.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay, and that hits. Roll for damage.
Hold on, I'm confused. I have 2 damage types on my longsword.
So
The
are
lower
you-
number is it's the same as mine. Lower number is one-handed. Bigger number is two-handed.
if you don't have a shield, I would presume two-handed. If you have a shield, you can only use one-handed.
Okay. Well, I am not shielding, so 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yes.
Okie dokie. It is still alive. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. So at the top of the table for round 3, it will attempt to bite Red again. Does a 23 hit?
Yep.
You are going to take 5 piercing damage as its sharp fangs delve into your wrist. It immediately sinks into veins and it immediately starts drawing blood. You'll take 5 piercing damage. On top of that, you'll take 6 necrotic damage.
Perfect. I'm on 1 HP.
Okay. That's all it can do for the time being. Zinon, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will swing and miss.
Third time's the charm, right? Roll the hit.
19 to hit.
Oh, you hit! Third time's the charm. Roll for some
Woohoo.
damage.
For 11 damage.
Hey, that's pretty good. Anything else on your turn? Did you roll with advantage for flanking? No, but did you
No.
plus the 2 on it? Yeah, okay, never mind.
I didn't.
Sorry, I different rules. I forgot.
So I see that red is not good.
Red's not good.
I
The
assume.
fangs are deep in his wrists, and it seems like it's drinking his blood.
So I will use my bonus action to heal red with lay on hands for 5 HP.
Okay. So Red, you get 5
Ooh.
HP back.
Yep.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Valvin.
I'm going to go up behind and try and grapple him. Use my action to try and grapple him away from Red.
Okay. In this case, it is. I hate remembering grapple rulings. I suck at remember the grapple rulings so much. Target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw. It chooses which. or it has the grappled condition. DC for saving throws, any escape attempt equals 8 plus your strength modifier and your proficiency. So your DC, it has to be, is 8 plus your strength modifier on your proficiency bonus. What's your
was that
strength
again?
modifier? What's your strength modifier?
0.
But
Okay.
can you push or pull? No, you can't.
He has
can
to,
you?
he has to grapple successfully before he can start even thinking about pulling.
Okay.
So it's 8 plus your modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So that's 10 it has to
10.
beat.
Yep, I have a
And
50-50 shot.
And it can pick between its strength or dex saving throw. It's going to pick dex. Yeah, it's rolled a 21, so you just
Still
can't grapple
fails.
it. You know that's wrong. Just unfortunately the uncanny movements, the head's too far, it's crouched over,
Mhm.
it's in a difficult position, plus it's got its mouth deep connected with Red's wrist.
Mhm.
You can't grab him. You know, you put your hand on him and some flesh comes off.
Ooh, nice.
Is that the end of your turn?
But yeah, can't really do anything else.
Red, we come back to you. What would you like to do on your turn?
Feeling a bit woozy. This boy can drink. Let me check. I'm going to. So, obviously, I've kind of cut into his arm a couple times already. So there's probably a bit of like a weak spot on his bone. So I would like to use like my wrist or like, you know, my forearm to like come down with the weight of my sword as well and try and like use that to bludgeon it and maybe break it.
Make a roll to hit with your sword.
$11 plus. Fuck, what is my thing? 6. 17 again.
17 hits. Roll for 7 damage.
And I also use my reaction to use Accelerate to provide some additional damage.
Okay.
6 plus 4, so 10. And then what's the accelerate
And
damage?
Chris, you roll your extra damage. Roll the d6, I believe it is.
Yes, 2d6, and you receive 6 damage total.
So 16, and then I'm going to roll my d6 for the seal and do that damage too.
Okay.
Which is an additional 6.
So what's that, like 21 altogether?
22. 22.
Yeah, it's you come down with the force of your sword. You don't break the bone or you don't break its contact. Again, at this point, it's not so much the grapple of the wrists holding onto your arm. It's more his teeth sinking into you, and he has it clamped onto your skin. So even if you
Mhm.
broke the wrist, it wouldn't have made a difference because it's still got its claws
No.
in you,
Yeah.
so to speak. It's got its teeth in you. But you do come down and you do hit its arm and you thump it enough where your weapon leans to one side and you cut the back of its neck down, killing it in one swift motion. The unfortunate incident is its head is now attached to your arm while the body is on the floor pouring blood at your feet. And that is where we'll end the session.
Nice.
Yummers.
So, hope you all had
First
a
kill, boys, everyone. Well
I
done.
hope you all had a good time and see you next week, I think.